mountain pass map. So the high peaks, you are basically in a mountain range. There are 4 very small provinces, and we're going to try to take all of them and build in them. So default settings, there still are a little bit of bugs going on, but we're going to do the best we can, and most likely I'm going to have to get into fishing mechanics, which I just actually completed a 2025 guide on the game and all the new mechanical changes. I spent a lot of time, about like 15 revisions on it, and I do go over fishing. So we will talk about fishing, and I knew I was going to get it. So we have salt deposits and fish deposits. That's really great. So let's pause and take in the scope of everything that we're going to be doing in this. So we are going to be taking every single region and building in every single region and going to war eventually with the Baron. So as you can see, the Baron has a wild berry patch. There is a rich wild berry patch here, and that is really, really awesome. However, usually there are 3 fish in this map on average that I've seen when I've rolled. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, resources are definitely a lot harsher in this map. As you can see, I have luckily stone, but I have no clay. I have no iron. I have a very small speck of land. We are actually fortunate to have a rich school of fish. So the way that fish work is they grow 50% of their current population 3 times: March, April, and May. I think that's it. So 3 times. So if you have enough people, you can harvest really quickly. You essentially want to set your quota to 2/3 of the population, because 50% of that 2/3 will yield the full population. So it's a lot like berries, where you just need a ton of people to fish during those procs. I don't like it as much as berries because of the very, very high spoilage rate on fish. But with all the perks, you can get about 1,100 fish in a year, versus a rich berry deposit, you can get 880. But you do have to take the advanced pond keeping perk to do that, whereas with rich berries, you don't have to do anything. Keep in mind that forest management, it just doubles the capacity of the wild berries, but that's not how wild berries work. If it's a rich deposit of wild berries has 11 procs at 80, regardless of whether you take that perk or not. And a normal deposit of berries has a 40 proc 11 times during grow season. So you just simply need enough workers to quickly gather that rate before it hits the cap. This perk just makes it easier, but realistically, it's not worth it, in my opinion, currently. But, a lot of this stuff is subject to change. So we are going to just build this area out. It's going to be excellent and fun. But I just going to quickly talk about the fish and berry mechanics, because I know some people have been telling me to look a little bit deeper into it. So we are going to be fishers, and I'm going to show you the best way to fish. And I have to thank Chilled Sloth for teaching me everything I know about fishing. So first things first, we're going to get some wood up. It's going to be a glorious day. So you can see that my area of real estate is limited. We have salt, we have meat, we have fish, and we have some stuff over here. So I think I'm going to start off right next to all my stuff to make things very nice. We're going to build our housing around this pond. We're going to do a little bit of tactic cat / organic building here. I typically shy away from organic building because you know me, but with the limited space, I feel that it will be necessary to use the terrain to the best of our advantage. So we're going to slap down our logging camp right here. I'm also going to show you some of my concepts for the perfect start using the new features of the game, because it is very much a different game. I'm going to shy away from doing any kind of road placements for just a tad bit. We're going to get that going, and then we're going to get our first hunting camp up, which I like because it doesn't require any material. So we don't have to haul anything over to it, so we can build it naturally. So we'll get that going. And I think this is a good place to draw our first line. And what's cool about having the meat here is I'll be able to do a market for the meat and the fish in the granary right here. This is a beautiful little synergy that we have going on. I very much like it. We're going to play at normal speed. Yeah, and Merry Christmas to everybody. This is going to be a chill gameplay. So, if you don't like chill gameplay, no worries. But that's what this is going to be. And I'm excited. I knew when I saw this map, what I want to do is build city after city so that as you're going up this mountainscape, you're seeing individually unique cities. And we'll have a trade post. And each city is going to trade the regional good that makes the most sense. We'll probably do berries over here for sure. Yeah, we got some clay. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how I'm going to take a region. Because there's only 4 regions and I have to compete with the Lord. I also don't know if that means I'll be going to war with the Lord early. But I like my odds. Because if I put a castle over there, we'll be in good shape. Okay, the hunting camp is now up. I do like that we have a rich salt deposit. I think we'll be doing some sausages here. I wish that we had a rich animal deposit. I would be apt to go into the policy to double that production, because with the meat and the salt deposit, we can make lots of sausages. I would very much like to do so. Now, I have been told that the trapping ability isn't still working very well, but advanced skinning is incredibly useful. It doubles the amount of a lot of stuff. But yeah, I have a 25-minute guide on every single mechanic in Manor Lords based off of all the patches, and I talked to people like Chilled Sloth and Perry in the Discord, and I ran by some of my information and I had to go correct some of it, but it's a pretty solid piece. It's going to come out on January 1st, and it will go over a lot of details and stuff like that. Something else I want to talk to you guys about is honey. So I didn't include this in the guide, and I probably should have. So the tooltip for honey says every 2 regions can sustain 2 apiaries. It's 2 honey per day, and you need about 12 apiaries to hit that. That's it. That's honey. I just wanted to simplify it, what you're seeing here and what's going on. They have not fixed the tooltip for this. You are not limited to 2 apiaries. You're limited to 2 honey per day. So you need about 12 apiaries to hit 2 honey per day. And yes, so you can make about 700 honey a year. So there's a lot of guides out there. There are a lot of people talking about it, and they just don't have all of the data and all the facts in. But honey is very, very much a good source of food if you have extra people. It's one of the, in my opinion, it's one of the highest cost food because you need 12 people. I go with 8. I've been doing 8, and that seems to do fine for me. I don't necessarily need 700 honey. The other thing you need to understand about honey is it has one of the lowest spoilage rates. So in my guide, I also go over spoilage rates. So one thing you need to understand is while the spoilage rate in a a granary is like 2 to 3% per year, compounded, like for grain, it's 22%. For apples, it's like mid 30 to 40%. So if you have 100 apples at the beginning of a year, by the end of the year, 40 of those apples will have perished. They'll have spoiled. So spoilage is pretty powerful in this game. So if you are overproducing, you need to make sure that you're selling as much of that as possible or trading it. Okay, so that is one advantage of honey, and that is why fish scare me so much, because fish have like a near 60% spoilage rate over a year. So it's like, granted, I can get 1,000 fish, but I'm gonna lose 600 of those fish if I don't sell them. So I do have a whole thing on spoilage in my new guide. I'll spare you guys the details. But yeah, I've been having some very good conversations about game mechanics that I hope are gonna really help people understand. I mean, I've just today, I spent all morning today. I've learned so much about the game that I actually didn't know. Okay, so we're gonna put 3 people into logging. I'm gonna stop info dumping. We're gonna focus on getting the food. And the next thing that I want to do, so now that storehouses and granaries are the only buildings that can put up markets, you can't just rush a hunting camp and tell it to build a marketplace. You have to get a granary up. Also, they've nerfed approvals, and they've also nerfed disapproval ratings. So all of the perfect start guides and all of that stuff, it's no longer very accurate. One of the best ways that I have found to hit 51% is getting the 2 food types. So we have meat and we have fish, and we need to get those guys up as fast as possible, and we need to get everybody in a house. We can go into firewood, of course, will give us a nice little buff. But if we can just get everybody in houses and get them 2 food types, we should be able to hit that 51% and get our next family. I'm going to definitely be playing around with a lot of this stuff. Oh my god. I've never fished before. All right. Okay, so we're going to have the granary there. And I want to I want this to be like a spiral city. I guess I'm just going to trace out a little bit of a circle around this pond. This is where I would like to place my housing around this pond. I mean, we gotta make it interesting. Interesting how you can only get so close. You can only get so close. Okay. So we have our wood going. Let's get the fish. All right, and then the next thing we need to do is get houses. And so a lot of us have also come to the consensus that double burgish plots are the best because of the way the market stalls work and are limited to 20. So I have only been doing double burgish plots except for where I really just don't want 2 families dialed in. Okay, so let's collect some wood. Get this going. Bravery is asking if Santa brought me everything that I wanted. I guess so, because my channel really needed Manor Lords to come out with a patch. Other than that, I buy myself anything I need. And so it's impossible to get gifts for me. I don't like a lot of stuff personally. I'm very optimized in my own life, but anyway. There's no music? So let's get some music going. Here we go. All right. Another thing I want to do is get another hitching post up so that I can get another ox to assist with all of this wood. We should have 3 individuals in the logging camp. We have 1 individual in the hunting camp, another individual. I think we should strive to get... This is where it gets kind of tricky, because you used to be able to just use the 1 worker in the hunting camp to also have his family run a market stall. So now I have to have someone, you know, running the market stall in the granary. But I do like that they follow the roads. This is a beautiful map if you look at it. I really like the mountain background. At first I wasn't sure about this map, but it's really good. Very good. But yeah, it's all good. I'm stoked. This new patch has been like kind of like crack cocaine to me. It's now that we can kind of dial in on where we want certain industries to go, it allows you to be a little bit more creative, and it allows you to micromanage things. It's funny that I know that they're trying to make the game less managing, which they actually have succeeded in, but they've also made it even easier to micromanage in this game. So you can't really discourage it. It's a beast. Now we need to be careful that our generic storage does not get full. I either need to get a storehouse up or the leather maker. But the thing is that because we have to have a storehouse to have a market up, you're pretty much forced into getting your granary and storehouse up first. And that's why I think a lot of previous Let's Plays and guides are going to be exceptionally confusing. All right, we just want to make sure we're far enough away from the wild animals. I think that we're good. But we also don't want to... We're going to go to advance real quick. I just want to be ultra careful I don't harvest the wood around the animals. Okay. The circle should be like right around here, and we should be good. Cool. So what I did was I just set an area for me to cut wood down. Yeah. I will say that I think that there is currently what you're witnessing a little bit of a slowdown in building. I can feel it personally from my plays, but it is working. It is working as intended. But yeah, the game is, I don't know, it's pretty darn good. I wonder how long they spent getting like some of this right, because it's pretty, I don't even know how they did this with the mountains and everything. It's pretty cool. If we scroll out a bit, you can see the mountains kind of end right here, and then it continues to go. I wonder if at some point they're going to expand this map, and then this is just the working portion of it. I actually really don't know. It looks like it could go down or up realistically, because you see that there's more map over there. There's more map. I don't know. I think they also potentially wanted this map for people who are having issues on the bigger maps. Because the next thing that they're working on is trade, and then after trade, it's AI towns. And all I could tell you, when I first started playing Manor Lords, I was playing it on my 1080, and I couldn't go over 400 pop. So I think with AI, without it stuttering, I think with AI towns, my concern has always been how smooth that's going to be. So I think maps like this are going to be good for PCs that can't handle the big guy stuff. I don't know, big boy stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably what this map is meant for. £10. You got 10 pounds of Hershey Kisses? That's like what the hell are you gonna do with 10 pounds of Hershey Kisses? That's too much. Okay, I'm gonna pull a family back on a logging camp to help assist with getting one of these guys up. It looks like they're just like bringing over one rock at a time. I'm gonna like zoom in. I never zoom in. I'm always floating overhead like some kind of like possessed Jesus Christ, like God figure. So I'm gonna try to stick to the floor. What? Yeah, he's hauling one stone at a time. That's pretty cool. That's what's taking so long. And they do follow all traffic laws. These are very law-abiding citizens. Like, he doesn't try to like cut any corners. He just follows the roads. So there's something to be said about roads being placed well for logistics. I like to do. That's why I like to do kind of like spiderweb road systems where you can get to any point from the base in a straight line to reduce all that stuff. All right. So we have a fisherman. Another thing about fishing, gents, is what I understand is that every fishing pond has 11 places for people to fish. So remember what I said, that during March, April, May, it regenerates 50%, I believe, at the beginning or the end of the month. I have to read that one up. So what I want to do here is go to the advanced tab. So I have 715 fish. So I only want to fish 1/3 of that, so that when I have 2/3, 50% of that 2/3 gets it back up to full. So all you want to do is look at your total fish and set your reserves to 2/3 of that. Quick math here. 235 plus 5, I think. No, 233 plus 5. So it's like 200 and... No, man, I can't do math. It's been a long day. I think it's 238. Let me do it again. I'm like, I don't know why I can't add when I'm like under pressure. I feel like people are watching me. So 238 times 2. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I can actually do it. So let me do this in my head. I just need to multiply this times 0.67. Just take this and multiply it times 0.67. I forgot Morgan Freeman's name today, so I think it's been a long week for me. I was like, what's his name? Okay, that's 479. I was way off. Way off. Okay, yeah. So take this times 0.67, whatever it is. That's why this perk is pretty amazing. So what they're going to do is they're going to harvest it down to 479, and then half of that's going to get it back up to 715. And that's going to happen at the end of March, April, and May. So it's just like berries. You need to have, for those 2 months where it's going crazy, you need to have, I think, around 5 to 6 families in order to fish that much if you get the double perk. So if I want to get all these fish, I need to take that in mind. So I just wanted to explain that because I didn't know that till today. So yes, basically fish are on par with berries. You can get 1,100. You can get about 1,011 to 1,100 fish on a rich deposit with this perk, or you can get 880 berries. But like I said, the spoilage rate on fish is terrible. Here's something that is going to kind of blow your mind. So we know that spoilage no longer takes place in market stalls. It's 0. There's a 0 spoilage in market stalls. So there used to be a glitch with market stalls where an immense amount of spoilage was taking place. So now all market stalls are equipped with cooling units or something, but there's no more spoilage. So if you can stock your fish in market stalls, which is a very expensive endeavor, you could technically make it so that they never expire. Yeah, this is a great game. Manor Lords is all about connecting with Jesus Christ and learning the tenets of the Bible. It's a very Christian game. You should have your grandparents gift it to everybody. So when I was like, I think I was 12 years old, I convinced my mother to buy me Diablo 1 because I told her it was a Christian game about fighting the forces of evil. And then she saw me playing it and she was so mad. It was a good one. That was a good one. I was like, no, it's not graphic. She hates violent video games. It's not graphic at all. It's about Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's get into some of the mechanics here now. We're going to place our marketplace right here. I'm going to make this one actually a little big because it is going to be responsible for a good portion of food. 14 sounds good to me. 14 sounds very good to me. Marketplace is now up. And then we want to get a well. Oh, look at that right there. I'm going to put the well right here. Now, one basic well supplies 15 burgage plots with water now. That is a new mechanic. It's very easy. It's just it works just the way that market stalls work. It serves the nearest houses, distributes it. And you only need 1 water per burgage plot. So it supplies 15 burgage plots, which is quite a lot. Okay, so the well, the market, we're going to slap 1 individual in the market stall now. I'm going to completely come out of the logging camp since we're full. And I'm going to hyper focus now on getting all of these houses up. So the way that I want to do this, I'm actually thinking I might try something like this. And if I can get the houses on each side here, I will be a very happy camper. Oh, so close. So close. It just needs to be a little. I should have just done what I know I always need to do. So, one little unknown thing about corpse pits, they're also the perfect length of a double burgage plot. So if you want lean, mean fighting machine burgage plots, you can just go like this. And you're gonna get perfect double. You can get 3 like that, yeah. So there's 3, so that'll be 6 families. That's good enough for now. Now I have to ask myself if I want to build. I was thinking about building one of the Brawndos, but only one, and doing veggies and apples. I think our populations are going to be relatively small. Like, maybe even under 20 burgage plots per region. But yeah, we got it going on. So you can see we're barely touching the fish, and that's because it just hit, April. If I put more people in there, would be good. We are dangerously close over here, so we also want to now get the storehouse up. I think we're gonna turn this area right here. Oof, I have like no industry here. Over here would actually be a better place for industry. There's a lot more wood, firewood. We can make a new market area and everything. I feel like in order to show you guys certain mechanics, I am inclined to create separate areas for things. So yeah, we'll create a little industry area that they can walk to work. Let me get the circle on this road. Okay. There we go. They can walk over to work. We'll get a storehouse up. And we'll get everything else up. We'll want to go for a church. So we're going to need boards. And we're going to need firewood. I'm going to do it all around here. We're going to pause the game real quick. Over on our marketplace over here, we're going to disable all of the wood. We're going to leave leather over here. We're going to leave all the leather over here. And specifically over in this market stall area, we're just going to do one for wood. So we will just sell firewood over here. There we go. So now it's set up for only firewood stalls. And storehouses are actually pretty darn cheap now. They're just 2 wood. So we can have a storehouse over here and use the same marketplace for leather production. So I will put the leather maker right next to the hunting camp. So it's really cool. We can easily separate everything out now. Oh, the Brawndo is amazing. Yeah, I'll do one Brawndo. I'll do one Brawndo. Where I'm gonna place it is the question. It's a little bit difficult on this map. All right, let's get the extra living space. We're going slow. I mean, we're only in April. So I'm gonna try to get us to a 51%. We're at the beginning of May, so you can see we just got a massive proc of fish. You're gonna start seeing more fish action as the game goes on, but I'm gonna have to get more. I'm gonna have to get about 2 or 3 more fisherman huts. So, yay! All right, let's get another ox. We're gonna need to get board production going before I can do the Brawndo. We got a lot going. I got 2 families going on building. But yeah, the beginning of the game looks a lot different now. You can see that we do have the food bonus. Well, we should have it, jerks. But we have to get everyone in a house for them to enjoy it. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. All right, we got food at least. I'm gonna pull out of meat since we're almost full on generic storage, and we're just gonna focus on getting all of the buildings up. And it does seem that sometimes the game works and sometimes it doesn't when it comes to building. I've felt like in some situations, like only one family was building. People are noticing that unassigned families aren't always working, but as someone noted, it probably has more to do with the ox. So that's why you want to get a second ox pretty much as soon as possible, as that will dramatically slow down the ability of your people to build early game. But yeah, storehouses being just two logs is really nice for early game setups, in my opinion. Granaries are still relatively expensive, and you don't want to spend all your stone because you want to get the church up. All right, cool. So we have enough for that 6th family. I just need to get the okay. Once we get rid of homelessness, we're going to be skirting real close. So most likely we can get either woodworking, and you need boards for the leather maker. So that's why you're like, why am I not doing leather making? Well, I will, but I have to get board production going. You actually have to get into board production pretty quickly. It would make sense to kind of do boards over here, but I'm going to bring all logging over here eventually. So a little bit of a... I mean, I could go as fast as I could go very fast, but I'm not too rushed. Okay, so now that I have a storehouse, I could put someone in here just to quickly empty out this hunting camp, which I want to do. That way, at least it's empty. The saw pit's going. All right, and we're going to make sure that we have 5 timber reserve because that's how much I need for the church. I made the mistake of going lower last time, and then I got all sidetracked. Because if we can get the church going, that's even better than some of this other stuff. I think my first perfect start guide, I rushed the church, and I think you actually kind of need to go back to rushing the church. All right, so we got everything inside here. Oh, but I need to tell them to not store firewood. Okay, so we're gonna pause. So this is going to be over here. Production only. So dyes, clays, iron, widgets, iron parts, all that's okay. And firewood, of course. And boards and all that is all good. And then the marketplace is set up. Oh, I selected the wrong one. Sorry. That should just... Yep. That's just going to be firewood. That's the only thing I want them selling. Firewood and coal. All right, we're in good shape. Once the woodcutter gets up, we'll get firewood. All right, we're at 50%. Like I said, if you can get everybody in a house, that typically will do it. All right, and we got 2 families helping to build. Should actually be able to potentially go out. We have 84 fish. I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, it's pretty much on par with berries now. How many hours of Manor Lords do I have? I don't know. I used to have to play a lot of Manor Lords offline. And so I don't know how many hours I have. It's several hundred. But I also spend a lot of time talking about mechanics. And I talk to other people, and I also spend a lot of time doing things that I wouldn't constitute as playing Manor Lords. So, but I can tell you that for certain, I have less time in Manor Lords than a lot of people. And what scares me is there are individuals out there who have 3 times as much gameplay as I do, and a lot of the stuff I've seen in their videos is not fact checked and is not very good. It's like completely wrong. So I don't really know if time is relevant. Like a lot of my gameplay is research. Let's put someone in the logging camp. But yeah, I have quite a bit of hours though, but probably not as much as others. All right, meat's doing okay. Oh, another thing I want to talk to you guys about. So you notice how fish say medium? So if there's a drought, spoilage rates will go up. So just something to think about. I don't know how much they go up by. Yeah, I honestly don't know how much gameplay I have. When I was living at my old house, I had to turn my internet off because it was 5G internet, and the signal would crackle my mic, so it didn't count any of those hours. All right, let's put a woodcutters. So that's why I don't know how much time I have. Okay, we got a storehouse over here. All right, so I'm game now. We've got, yeah, so this is where it gets tricky. So now my goal is to maintain this 52%. I'm going to go away from that. We have enough to put up the church here soon. Yeah, we should be, that should give me the planks that I need right there. Pretty much all of this is just noise. We have enough fuel for 4 months and we don't need it. So I'm actually going to pop him out. I'm going to try to juggle getting boards so we can build a church. Because we're right there. And then, I mean, once you get over this hump and you get your next family, that's when the game gets easy. All right, let's speed this up a bit. I just need 5 more boards, my friend. Get to work. They supposedly fixed the saw pit bug so that 2 individuals will work. I might have to build a walled manor. One of the only issues with this... Oh, I went under freaking 49% right before the month. One of the issues, though, is there is not a lot of room. Okay. All right, we're going to put the church, I think I'm going to put it actually right here. There we go. Okay, let's get that church up. I'm not even going to play around with these people. Like I said, it sucks now is in order to get the woodcutter up, you really have to have 2 people. I honestly think rushing the church is pretty vital. I'm going to pop out of the sawmill for a second. I'm going to put one more dude over here. And we're going to just rush this church. I need a lot of people hauling for this church. So how much fish do we have? We have enough fish. I'm actually going to pop him out of fishing. We're just going to try to bum rush. I need to keep the granary up to maintain our approval. Yeah, they put a common goods stall over here. I don't like that. But yeah, let's get as many people as possible working on this church. I've been able to get 52% before just using like the woodcutter and all that, but what happens is they're still tweaking it as it dances around so much. Honestly, it's mostly out of frustration that I'm rushing the church, because once you get the church up, you don't even have to really worry about that stuff. It's like flawless once you get the church up. Yeah, you're saying you're having issues with the game crashing. And I know people who have like 4080s who have had the game crash, and I don't know why I've only had Manor Lords crash maybe 3 times. Manor Lords just does not crash on my computer, so. But I do know that people with some pretty good specs were having serious issues with patches. All right, saw pit. Okay, so we've got people hauling. The problem with buildings like this, though, is they have to take every piece of stone and every plank by hand. One thing I know they're working on is potentially having you be able to craft hand carts in the future. So that would be cool. I would assume that saves may or may not work, but I would say no instinctively, because there are there's like on this crest over here, there's like glitched terrain and all types of stuff. So I think the patch is going to redo a lot of stuff that would probably cause you issues. All right, church is up. We no longer have to think. That's a good place to be. I have 3 people. We just got our second family, so I didn't even have to do the church. We don't even have the church bonus, but now we have the church up. I don't have to think ever again. I'm gonna get the storehouse worker up there. So there's a slight inefficiency when you don't have the leather maker and the storehouses next to each other. So eventually I am gonna have the leather maker here. But in the beginning of the game, there might be an advantage to me not having to have an extra. I really don't like the beginning stages of them. It makes the market works late game, but early game, I can share this generic stall, which I prefer to do because otherwise I have to put another market over here. And you know, the tannery isn't expensive. I'm just going to end up building 2 of them. But I think for now, I'm just going to build a tannery over here and then destroy it later. And then I'll build a tannery over here when I can afford it. I mean, I should be able to afford it right now. Okay, so we're at an impasse because I need more housing. So let's get 2 more houses up. Perfect. And we'll just take from the logging camp. All right. We're just going to slow boat to victory now. We're in a good place. People are, well, they have some food. We have 86 fish, which is enough to last quite a bit of time. The animals are regenerating over here. Storehouse is doing all right. But we need to get these houses up and get more families in. And then I need to work on, I think over here is actually a great place. What's the, there's slopage here? No. So what we'll want to do is make sure that we do not disturb the animals here. But I think let's just do this. I think right here is a good spot for the Brawndo. But I'm only going to do I'm going to do half and half on this Brawndo. We're going to do apples and we're going to do veggies in it because I really realistically do not need to make 700 apples and veggies for a plot this size. So I think one Brawndo 50/50 is going to be really beautiful. Daniel, you're asking if the 4070 Ti is good. The best bang for buck card that you can purchase right now is the 4070 Ti Super. It's the best bang for your buck. If I were making a PC for myself outside of what I do, I would have a 4070 Ti Super. It's like almost on par with a 4080, and it's like 300 or 400. Well, actually, it's significantly less now because 4080s are going through a lot. But when 4080s were reasonably priced, the 4070 Ti Super was like $400 less. Yeah, 4070 Ti Super is a very good card. However, wait. Wait. Because the 5070 Ti Supers, or not, it won't be a Super, but the 5070 Ti is coming out. And that thing looks really nice. I would wait for the 5000 series cards. I wouldn't buy a 4000 series card. The 4070 Super is also really good. Yeah, the 4070 Super is good. The 4070 Ti Super is the best bang for buck. The 4070 is just as good. It depends what you're trying to do. If you're a 2K gamer, I would say you want a 4070 Ti Super. It's like one of the best 2K graphics cards. Okay, we're going to unlock apples first. I know I could go fish, but I don't need 500 fish. I actually don't even really... I'm going to get about... Let's see. I put my quota on my fish at 479, right? Ooh, that is so much. Because you get that, you get a third... Oh, you basically get the whole thing. I don't even need to do math. Because we're going to get 1/3 of this 3 times. So we're going to get... That's a lot of fish. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, I should be able to get 715 fish without a perk. So 715 fish or 880 berries. I still think, but with the perk, it jumps up to like half of that. Again. All right. we got the houses up. I'm gonna go back to fishing now. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, we got everything going good. Looks like we have a bit of boards. Let me check, see what we got going on. We got 20 planks, 5 timber. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do the Brawndo. That's what everyone's here for, I guess. All right, so we need to do a 5x5. So I need to make sure that it's wide enough. I think right here is a good center. The one. So this is going to be like its own little separate village. It's going to be its own isolated little nook. So we're going to do a cross like so. And then we're going to do 3s at the ends like so. And this is all just to get the spacing perfect and to make it uniform. And to make your life easier. All right. It's a lot of deleting. And then all I'm doing is, you see these little white dots? I'm just connecting dot to dots like that. And they snap right there. So you don't even have to do any thinking. It's really cool. Then you're going to delete the middle one. You're going to go back into your farming. You're going to take the windmill. You're going to slap the windmill in the middle. And then we're going to delete all of these beautiful, magnificent, majestic corpse pits. They've served their patriotic purpose. I wish there was a way to mass delete things. Make my life easier. Okay. And then you're going to take it point to point like so. Just wait. You see how it snaps? It should snap. So you don't have to do any thinking. Boom, snap. Perfect angles every time. Okay. And then we're going to do a circle. Now, it used to just wrap around the whole thing, but it's a little weird now. So I just kind of walk it. I don't like it when it has that little hinge in it. So I try to start it right here. And then I just walk it a little bit at a time, and I let it fill in the way that it's doing. See, I'm just clicking, going a little bit, clicking. It used to be a lot easier than this, but so you see how it has like kind of a deformity. That's not a patriotic circle. Okay, it's a little weird. And then I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to make a circle. And this is to give enough room for all the marketplaces that we're going to need. And I'm just going to circle, circle, circle. All right, perfect. And then I'm gonna keep this so that I have a basis for where the middle is, and I'm just gonna do some lines down the side from the outer circle, like so. Just kind of eyeballing it, you know, eyeballing it. And then with the road tool open, I'm gonna delete this inner road, and then I'm gonna delete this windmill. And there you go. It's beautiful. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place a granary inside here. I need stone. You're going to place a marketplace with 4 stalls and a pack station to trade any of the excess goods. We're not going to have excess goods, so I'm not going to do that. Another thing that you could do if you're suave and smart and sleek is you could potentially fit a well in there if it goes through it, which it doesn't. We're just going to probably place a well over here. And then you have roads going in every direction. And you have roads going around it. And it looks and fits pretty much anything that you need. We have roads right here. I'm going to connect it to the these roads, but yep, there we go. Now it's all connected. Now we have our little Death Star. Oh, this is, it could have been farmland. It could have been farmland. I don't have any farmland in here, though. I'm probably going to have to go. Oh, dang it, I built it on the... I should have checked that. I'm being silly. But we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, this is one of the worst maps. This whole thing, look at there's like on the other maps there's lots of good places. This one's not too good. I've been told as long as you can get 40% fertility that you're actually okay in a lot of areas to do stuff. It's when it gets under 40% fertility that you get like basically nothing. But 40% on one Morgan gets you 40 barley, and I think it gets you 40 wheat as well. So we might be able to farm around this just fine. That's a good point. I probably should have looked, but honestly, I could have the only thing I could have done is brought it up a little bit over here. This was the only place that I could really do this. I want to keep all the wood I possibly can because wood's harder to get. But this is going to be a small region anyway, so we don't need that much. Okay, so I need to get stone. That's not stone. Oh, I do have clay. It's just way over there. Awesome. Yay. All right, let's get that guy up over there. And let's start getting into it. But you can see with the church, I don't even have to care about having multiple food types, which I like. I think I'm actually just going to place him over here. I think we're going to have more than enough people to do what I want now. But I want leather making over here. I want this storehouse to be a leather making storehouse only. I don't want any of that stuff stored here. This stuff is okay. No firewood. No coal. Everything else is fine. None of that stuff either, though. No iron. I'll allow everything else. A little bit of tricklage is fine. But it won't affect anything. Okay. Okay. And now we're just waiting for families to come in. We got the fish. We have everything we need. The granary. Got everything up going there. So we'll work on getting everything up. I'm waiting for the Lord to come and try to take this bandit camp. He might actually go for this bandit camp first, so I might only be able to get one. We could try to rush a bandit camp. We might lose a few people. I need to get 20. I need to get 20 individuals. So yeah, we just need to get people as fast as possible now. And we're on track. But yeah, we want to take those bandit camps. All right. Storehouse. Don't need it up quite yet. Hunting camp. Probably need to get that up soon. We're at a good approval rating. We have... It says 0. My bad. That's so weird. Oh, it's because they weren't fully built. I'm such a dork. I always do that. All right. I'll pull them out of food. We have enough fish. I guess that's the one. I will say this about fish. In the winter, the fish population goes down to half. But at least with fish, like you do have a good pool of fish. Like early game, fish are nice. I think late game berries are much better. But I can see the argument for fish early game. There we go. My bad. Messed up. I thought they built these out. All right, we're in good shape now. We have available living space, 61%. If I can hit 75%, we have 100%. Once I get everything going, we're gonna be in good shape. But yeah, marketplaces are pretty sweet. But yeah, food does not rot in see, spoilage none. Spoilage none. It's really cool. You don't have to freak out about food in the stalls anymore. Oh, I don't have my Discord open. You said he sent me trash. I don't know what that means. I'm curious now. But yeah, look. I don't know. The game's come a long way. I really do appreciate them adding maps. Yeah. If I see another village with like a football long veggie plot, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like, oh my god. Like, all right, cool. All right, we got an extra family. All right. So I'm gonna let this family start building up all the rest of the industry. We're gonna start attracting a lot of families, and it's gonna be glorious. But we can start now. So someone told me that they were for the Brawndo that going clockwise like this was yielding a really good result for them. Doing the full thing and then pulling back. I could have misunderstood. Personally, I've had advantages with everything. Not enough goods. Not enough mana. Okay, we gotta let them catch up. All right, winter is approaching. I do have a woodcutter. We do have... How much fuel do I have? 12 months? I could easily pull the wood... I could actually... We're going to pull the woodcutter out. Now that... Yeah. So what you have to do is kind of play around with those guys instead now. Got an extra family. I'm going to start getting stone. And I think I'm going to put another gentleman on... logging camps. I have the reserve set to 5, so they're not even making boards right now. There's really no point having him in the board maker until I get timber back up. But let's get some timber. I do kind of feel like things are a little weird. The 3 people in there. Oh, you're saying counterclockwise. Okay. Counterclockwise. Oh, I didn't get anything. But that's actually a really good sign that it will work. So I'll go back 1. Okay. Well, let's try a smaller thing. Oh, I'm not having the same luck. Unless you were doing a 3rd point there. It's always hard to kind of know what people are doing. Yeah. Because where you put this is going to have a huge... I personally, I've always done it like this. Get the 3rd point. It doesn't, I don't think it respects anything. Unless you're saying you go from here to the corner. Sometimes corners are a little bit better. And then you do it? No. I don't know how they do it, but... I just keep going until it works, and that seems to work. I've personally found if you place it in the center, that I typically will get a good result eventually. Yeah, this is one of the worst. I'm gonna start with a different one. This is making me mad. I'm like, oh my god, I've never failed this many times. Oh, I didn't. Okay, it is corner to corner. All right, we're good. Let's slow down a bit. We have a lot of families. Oh my god. I feel like the gods are punishing me. They're punishing me for sure. Sometimes you just get lucky. I mean, but all you got to do is just play around with the points. And it would be nice if I had it down to a science. I will eventually. There's definitely something missing. I like it when you see this, though, because that tells you you're getting really close. Just doing something like this, like shaving off an edge sometimes, can really change. Like, just that little movement right there can sometimes change it. But yeah, okay. I definitely pissed off Jesus or something with my comments, and he's punishing me. Cool. Man, but when you get this right, it's like the greatest feeling in the world. Let's go corner to corner. Oh, look at that. That's pretty close, but not good enough. But yeah, most of this is just playing around. until you get the right snap point. I think people have told me they've gotten it to work every way. Right now, it's really pissing me off, actually, because typically I get one good one by now. I think for me, okay, so for me personally, I've had the best luck when I do stuff like this. And I put the third point on that corner, and then I, like, walk it. So, put the third point in the corner there. It's like not working at all anymore. Greg like secretly patched it just to piss me off, I think. Yeah, left to right. I do understand that logic. That makes sense to me. I think the trick from my perspective is to be able to hit one of these corners. But, oh, there we go. We got close. Look how close that is. Maybe what I need to be doing is looking at what's working and then back it up just a little bit at a time. So we got close there. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so we're able... See how we're able to pull that down like this? And you see how it's moving on the right side? That little white circle? That's... I think that could be telling me what is working. So let's pull this down a little bit. Pull this up. So it's showing me where the house is on the white circle. Showing me where the house is on the white circle. Man, you can do a lot of pulling on this, though. Look at that. That's actually kind of cool. It doesn't like me, man. No, it usually works by now. But we'll get him. And my guided didn't even take this long. So something... I don't know if it's like snow blind or something. This is so weird. There we go. I mean, that's probably... Honestly, this is about as good as it's going to get for now. I'm just going to have to take good... We're just going to take good enough so that we can get going. You can get them much sharper than this, though. All right. We'll go for good enough. I think I can do good enough pretty consistently. There we go. I wonder if they're too big. Really interesting. I don't know if counterclockwise works. I kind of feel like you have to go clockwise with it. It could be... Oh, it's the angle. It's the freaking angle. See, I'm angled. I'm not square. I broke my own rule. This is what happens when you break the rules. So you can see I've shown you what not to do. I can fix this. So what we want to do is center ourselves like this. You guys ready for a Christmas miracle? But yeah, it's because of the angle. It's slanted, so it's not snapping right. You the bigger a burgage plot, if it's not angled correctly, it will like rarely work. But I'm gonna have to do something here. Okay, I actually do have an idea. Oh, it's so inefficient. I hate it. I wish I had a fast forward button so you guys didn't have to watch this. I apologize. All right, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be inefficient, but it'll be fine. That one just doesn't even have it. Yeah, for that one, I'm going to do a little bit of a trial and error thing, but for the other guys, I think I can actually get it. But yeah, that's what happens when you're not lined up correctly with the edges of the map. I assumed I was lined up correctly with the edges of the map because I thought it was going like, you know, straight up. But nope. I thought it was going straight up like this. But when you zoom out, you can see that this is actually straight. Yeah, so the corner of this needs to be facing the corner of this. It's slanted. That's people have always said. So this one, it's funny because I fell victim to my own thing. That's why benders don't work for people, and they're wondering why they're not getting snapping points. It's because you're not corner to corner with the edge of the map. Manor Lords is a grid. Manor Lords uses grids to determine snapping points. It is actually grid based. I know people don't want to think Manor Lords is grid based, but it actually is. When it comes to snap points, at least. So yeah, nothing's gonna work unless I would actually be better off completely destroying this whole thing and redoing it. But I don't want to waste. I know people just want me to get going, so we're not gonna do that. I'll just find the best I can do and do that. Okay. But that's why it sucks. So in some ways, this is good because it shows you what not to do. And it shows you why. I was like, why is it not working? But you're probably right. Going counterclockwise when it's set up correctly probably would work. And I can actually get this to work if I do something a little different. I do this. I could potentially get it to work. It really likes that circle, but we can get it to work in different ways. We just have to be a little creative. This actually isn't too bad. It's also not too good either. Yeah, it's all messed up. I mean, actually, hold on. I can actually fix this. Oh, it's so off. Yeah, but that's why it has to be aligned with the corners. You can see that it's not snapping correctly. Man, I blew it. I'm sorry, guys. I know this isn't very entertaining. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to make this work. It probably would have been less time. Okay. All right. I'm either gonna spend 40 years trying to get something to work that can't work, or I just have to destroy it because it's not right. Because if we do it right, it's gonna work. Let's just never talk about this place. This place doesn't exist anymore. It was just a dream. We're just not gonna talk about it. But dang it. I'm so sorry. Someone's gonna like be at this point. So yeah, hopefully you fast forward through that if you're watching this at a different point. But I'm sorry. Yeah, I got discombobulated. I needed to get this lined up straight, corner to corner. Such a confusing map too. All right, so this is straight. All right. If this doesn't work again, though, I will stop, and we'll use a conceptual design that's just as good. Like, unless you guys are like game to watch someone with clear mental disorder, OCDs, like try to get something to work. So when I was like 15, I was like getting a computer. Like I was building a computer, and I I stayed up for 3 days trying to get it to work, and then when I I got it to finally work, I realized that the parts weren't compatible. Like and so I had to like redo like some BIOS coding, and I like Jimmy rigged this thing. I just like, but like, yeah, I was like, oh, this shit doesn't belong together. So sometimes I can get tunnel vision, is what I'm getting at. And sometimes you don't realize it. Make sure you pause. If they start building the windmill, it gets a little annoying trying to wrap around it. Okay. So you see how quick and easy it is to do this. Honestly, if you are in a situation where it's not working, that's what you need to question, is are you aligned corner to corner, zoomed out on the big map? Because if you're not, you will hate everything. And then you'll spend 40 years trying to get the coolest thing in the world to work. There we go. All right. All right, we're a match made in heaven now. Oh god, that's an ugly road. Oh gosh. This is why the power of editing is very useful. This is what goes on behind the scenes of all of my videos. It's just me cursing God and just losing my mind. And all you see is, and this is how you do it. You don't see the 35 minutes of me going, oh, didn't do this. Oh, god darn it. All right, this is good enough. It's good enough for me. All right. Okay. So let's see if I'm not full of shit, right? All right, so someone was saying counterclockwise. So, and then remove. Nah, it didn't work for me. That doesn't mean it's not true. Third point. Yeah, I don't get it. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the Tacticat way. Ooh, that was almost good. There we go. Look at that. Woo! Third. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's perfect. You just. Okay, so yeah, you go clockwise. It looks like clockwise is perfect. Oh my god, it's yeah. Clockwise. Woo! Oh my god. You see how easy it is though? It's like it's not that freaking hard. Oh man, yeah. I should have just quit while I was behind. This one, maybe it's clockwise here and then counterclockwise on the left side. Who knows? Who's to say? Yeah, it does seem like clockwise on the right and counter on the left worked pretty well. There we go. We did it. Okay, sorry. Man, that took like no time at all. That took like maybe a solid like 5 minutes. To do correctly. I should have just did it when I realized it. Okay, cool. The God has forgiven me for my sins. I do apologize again though. I know that's not exciting. All right, so what we're gonna put here is a granary, and then we're gonna put a marketplace with 4 stalls. And we need specifically 4. 5 is good enough. I'm good with 5. And then I'd put a pack station, but we're not going to do that because we're not going to be trading anything. We're going to go 50-50 here. This is going to be all the veggies and apples that our entire little town needs. And it will all be supplied over here. So it'll be great. And we got our little animals over here. We got a little park, basically. I can't wait for them to add more decorations to the game. I think that'll be cool. All right. So let's make sure we're maintaining 2 food supplies. I'm happy with the amount of fish that we're bringing in. We have an immense amount of wood now. I'm going to back him out to 1. And once we get these houses up, we're going to be in good shape. Let's see what we got going on. We got 20. Okay, let's see how stupid I can be. Let's go kill some things. We're going to take out these bandits. And we're going to use that money to build up everything that we need. And 1 year later, later, come on. I feel like a guy who's dropped like 50 grand in a vending claw machine who just can't like quit. But yeah, sometimes, okay, here they come. We're going to retreat back into our area to get the bonus. All right. And so my understanding is what you want to do is do the stand your ground to absorb the blow of the charge. Come on. Come. And then immediately go into push forward after that. You don't want to stand, if you sit and stand your guard, what I've noticed is you typically lose. I have a well right here. We got the well for them right here for this area. But yes, good call out, failed artist. Yeah, you definitely want to put a well. Well and firewood are the 2 things they travel for. So there's something to be said about having a centralized location for firewood. And I probably shouldn't be sitting at the bottom of a hill, but it's okay. Okay. My men are, they're happy. They're having a good time. These banditos don't stand a chance. Although I will say, actually, these banditos look pretty darn intimidating. They're not charging, though, which is weird. They're just, like, slow. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. And then push. You can just double right-click, go to push forward. Now we're going to fight. And I have no idea if I'm going to lose. All right, we've killed 1 gentleman. Killed 2 gentlemen. I don't know where they are. All right, we've killed a lot of gentlemen. All right, we lost 1. I usually lose 2 people, so I'm not surprised. All right, we lost 1 individual in that combat. That's not bad. It's not fantastic, but it's also not the worst. Okay. Now we're going to go steal this bandit camp. All right, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. All right, we got 4 free families. Let's pause the game real quick. We're going to slow mode. I'm going to upgrade this large granary to reduce spoilage time. Fisher hut's good. We're going to get the tannery going. We're going to get the storehouse going. I have 2 people. Let's get the woodcutter going once more. We have 9 months of wood. That's not bad. And I definitely want to get this guy up. So we want to get a guy in the saw pit. I'm going to take the woodcutter out because we have enough fuel. Slap a dude in the sawmill. And then we need the 1 dude free building. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of worried I was about to embarrass myself. Losing 1 guy I think is acceptable for the challenge. But yeah, you just need to use the stand your ground to absorb the charge damage, and then, like I said, now because you get a huge bonus in your region, I think I'm kind of worried that if I skirt these guys back, that's going to be the time that he comes with his army, because usually he comes by now with his army. I don't know if I should try to take them without that advantage. I feel like I'm going to lose probably 3 or 4 individuals if I do. Well, let's see. What kind of bonuses can I get? Awaiting orders. I think you can get a slight woodland bonus, but they would get it too. It's not showing me bonuses anymore. I'm going to have to let their stamina regen. Oh, man, yeah. Cav is going to come sometime next year. Cav will be huge. All right. How many? You know what? You only live once, so you should definitely just needlessly let your men die. Realistically, if I can take this camp, I won't really need to worry. Because I can use the... I'm going to send the money to my coffers, and we'll just hire mercenaries. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, I almost engaged, too. That was close. That was close. Okay, we're not going to lose anybody today. Yay. All right. So they're still building out all this stuff over here. Oh, man. I was, like, just about to engage. Now So, I will say that in the patch notes and in discussing things with people on Discord, they aren't supposed to leave their camp all the time anymore. So you can see these guys see me, but they're not going to leave their camp. So we're going to have to wait for him to engage, and we're going to have to... They did this so that you couldn't steal. You couldn't do what I'm doing right now, which is sniping the bandit camp, because they didn't like it. But we can still do it, and I've done it before. Oh, man, what are they doing? Yeah, he's coming. This is a cool map. Like, I can't wait to take this region, because you got, you know, you got an obvious town going up over here. This is a great place. This is actually a cool region. You got animals. What kind of sucks though is that this is the farm region with wild animals, so you can't use the perk to, you know, reduce everything. But I think I'm only gonna do 15 burgage plots per province. And we're going to keep them slow. We're going to need to take a second region. They're having a little issue getting up. Another thing you can do, actually, is fake engage the enemy and then run towards the mercs, and they will engage it. Yeah, they don't always leave the camp anymore. So, yeah, this hill does have a lot of bottlenecks. That is true. That is really true. I think I came up through here, but it seems like the AI has a certain pathfinding. I think you would want to put, if I take this area, I think I'm going to put the manor in a wall right here. Or put the manor on the thing here with an area around it. Okay, so they left. All right. Now we're going to go in there. Take the money. This is a really good way to not have to feel like rushed to get your men up. Because all I'm going to do is put it in my treasury. And I have enough to hire a mercenary band now to take care of the attack that's coming in 350 turns. Okay, so we're good now. I think what we're going to focus on now is just building up our population. We already have 5 burgage plots. Okay, and these guys are going up. We want to get to tier 2 and 4 as fast as possible. We have a storehouse. We have the tannery. We have the hunting camp. I believe that we have close. Food variety sucks right now. That's actually kind of scary. Fish is okay. Yeah, meat's not coming in. We're getting lots of fish. All right. But yeah, we need to get these veggies going, and we need to get all this stuff up going ASAP. And they're taking their sweet time. Let me see what I can do. Stone cutter has nothing in storage. I'm gonna pull the stone cutter out. I think he's done. Cool. That's an extra person to help build. It's gonna take them a bit to build. We got the well over here though, so they don't have to go too far. But they will have to walk all the way down here to get firewood, which does kind of suck. I may want to centralize firewood. What the shit? No, he's taking this place right here. I thought he was coming for me. Okay, so this map's a little buggy. I don't know. I've been told not to throw. I know what you're asking, like throwing the farm over it. I think you can, but I noticed it kind of gets bugged out sometimes. Yeah, he's going. Oh man, this is weird. So I don't do it anymore. But yeah, you can. You can. I just try to keep them away from cutting. Right now, I don't really want to try because if it does mess it up, then I have no food. Yeah. Just yeah, don't mind the 100 men running through town, screaming bloody murder. All right, cool. Now we're getting stuff up. I have noticed some issues though, where things like just they stop building. And we have 165 stone. And sometimes the only way to get it to work again is to destroy it and put it back up. All right, here we go. We're in good shape now, though. All right, so we're gonna do half and half. I might do like parallels. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. You're saying that the map, that if you try to move the animals, they fall through the bottom of the map. That's what I mean. That's why I'm like I don't really want to do anything. I don't know what's gonna happen. Nice. We can go to tier 2 now. All right, we're gonna do apples here. That's beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna do 50-50 here. Normally I would do one for veggies, one for apples, but in this case, yeah, we're gonna dial it in. We're only gonna need 2 markets because I don't think I'm gonna go over 20 burgage plots on this whole design. We're gonna try to focus on getting everything up to tier 3. The only reason you need to go into a high population is to get to a full army, and realistically, we don't even need a full army. But what we want to do now is get the manor up. And I think a good place for the manor, honestly, would be a place of... I kind of feel like that right here might actually be a good spot. Right here. Because they were running down this way. They come down right here. I could put it in the woods over here, but I kind of want to keep my trees. Like foresters only replant trees where there are forests, is what I've noticed. Yeah, we're gonna place it right there, and then I'm gonna build a little bit of a castle there. They're talking about AI towns, and they're talking about walls around towns for sieges and stuff, but we'll see what they do. Okay, there we go. We got the 50-50 bender. All right, so over here, we want to make sure we X out everything except for apples and veggies. And then on the granary, we want to do the same thing. And keep in mind, when you upgrade the granary right now, you have to come back in and reset your preferences. So just FYI. Be mindful of that. So, okay. Let's focus on making this town the best town it can possibly be now. Alright, we got the large granary there. It's doing a fantastic job. We got the fisherman hut. Got everything going there. We got everything going there. Got 2 extra people. I think next I want to start getting land. I want to start getting the clay over here. We're going to have to use boards to build a bridge. Oh, there's a river here, but you can't do a bridge over it. I didn't know there was a river here. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Riverfront property right there. That would actually have been a nice little spot for pretty much anything. There we go. Yeah, this is looking pretty sharp. All right. We got a little bit of money left over. I guess what we should do now is also get a trade post up and start selling fish. But yeah, we need wood. All right, and we do have money now, so I'm gonna move this, and then we're gonna upgrade our hitching post. Let's actually get a hitching post a little bit more central. Put them over here so that they're a little bit closer to some stuff. All right, we got the manor. We got a lot of stuff building, so I'm just gonna let them get to it. Eventually, we're gonna get all our veggies. We're gonna get all our stuff. We're not going to worry about market stalls for any of this until we get more stuff going. And then over here, we want to make sure in this granary that it is not stocking veggies or apples. And we want to make sure in this marketplace that it is not stocking veggies or apples. And we're good. We're definitely going to go into honey, potentially. Remember what I said, you can only get 2 honeycombs. So I think with 4 to 5... we don't need a whole lot of food for the population that we're going to have, as long as I keep us under 20 burgage plots. For me, the logging camp, the forester ratio has always been 1 forester per logging camp. But I typically will have, in a large city, I'll have 3 logging camps, and I'll just alternate. I'll use one, and then when it destroys enough wood, I'll zero it in, and then I'll go to the next one, and I'll just repeat that process, and that typically does it well for me. But they have worked on making it so that the woodcutter now will use like 33% less wood to make the same amount of firewood, and I've noticed a huge reduction in its footprint to the point that you don't need as much foresters as you used to, because a lot of it for me came from woodcutters. But yeah, 1 forester camp with 2 people tends to have a really good outcome, at least for me. All right, let's double these bad boys up. And ooh, upgrade time. Get that passive money coming in. But we have enough money right now that I'm not worried about the coming invasion. Pretty good. So the only time I use single burgage plots is like this. For the bow. I want to make bows. So I'm going to make that over here. We do have a well over there, and we do have a well. Where the heck is my well? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So yeah, they'll have to walk a little bit, but it's cool. Kind of cool if I could get the house in here. Nice, I can. All right. Yeah, we're going to make bows right here. I'm just going to have them a little bit down the street, but we'll make bows there. Storehouses are actually relatively easy to upgrade. We actually need to. They're just very board intensive. So we have the one marketplace right now for firewood. We have the one marketplace over here. So firewood and all that are now in common goods stores. And so we have one over here for leather. So I'm going to need one market for leather for 20 burgers. So we got 20 storage, right? And I'm only going to have 20 burgage plots. So I'm only going to have one for leather. I'm going to have one for boots. And I only need this one stall for firewood. And because it's so close to the large storehouse, I'm not really going to have issues. I'm going to be able to hit 100% pretty easy. And we'll have one stall per food type that we're hoarding between this granary and the other granary. And bread, I think we will make bread, and I think we will be able to do all right. What I've been told, as long as you have a 40% fertility, you'll get 40 per 1 Morgan. So we should be okay. I'd have to, so if I were to do this, it's a little wonky, but yeah. What I'll need to do is place a road around this so that I can do a farm. I'm not going to do any ox. I'm not going to use ox. Now, maybe what I should probably do is just go rye, to be honest, because I think I could easily, this area would easily supply what we need, and we have a little spot over there. We already went into apples, so if I go apples, rye, advanced pond keeping, advanced beekeeping, and then trade and better deals, I'll have a pretty solid solid economy. So yeah, the next thing I want to do is get trade going too. And we start selling fish. I think I'm going to put the trade post. You can place the trade post wherever you want. Someone had asked me if you had to put it on the King's Road. You don't anymore. You used to. We want to place it near where the items we're going to be selling are. I think we're going to sell bows. I think we're going to sell fish. And I don't know what else we're going to sell. So I'm going to put it right here. Just kind of a midway point. Oh, we have a bandit camp. I don't think I can get to it in time. Actually, I might be able to get to it in time. Oh, they're marching from here. Oh, nice. We got our manor up. I'll send the manor guys over there to snipe that. Oh yeah, deep mine for infinite sausage. Good point. Well, let's see if I can get away with not doing rye. If I can get away with not doing rye. I don't even know that I need... So here's the deal, though. I don't even know if I need sausages. To be honest. Sausages, like, on paper sound great, but... I have to have a butcher for it. I have to do XYZ. We already have apples. We have apples. We have veggies. And we have bread. And we have fish. So I already have 4 food types, and I'm going to do honey for the 5th food type, and then I don't even have to really worry about having sausage maker. Well, let me put it this way: I could make an argument for both. I mean, it's like kind of a wash. If we do sausages, there's no point in doing honey, but the thing is, for me to do sausage, I have to have meat, and I don't have a lot of meat here. But what I can do is, with the new mechanics, we could say don't serve meat here. That way, all the meat goes to sausage. So, yeah, we could do it. If I tell them if I tell them not to sell meat, then they won't consume it. They will actually randomly consume from the granary. I just don't know if I have enough meat to produce sausage. Oh fucking, I screwed up. Oh, I don't know where the other guy is anymore. I think he got glitched out. I think he took off. Yeah, he's gone. I don't know where he went. Oh, there we go. He's like doing a game of peekaboo or something. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're right. I could get sheep breeding, but that's what I'm saying is that you have to set up this whole thing to do that. If I just go into beekeeping, I can just put up 4 or 5 apiaries, and honey has no spoilage rate. So it's just honey. It's just easier. I just think sausage is tedious. But it takes. What you guys are saying about sheep snowballing is technically correct, but that setup takes an enormous amount of time. Whereas beekeeping, I just literally throw them up and it's good to go. I think people don't understand how easy honey is relative to something like sausage. Yeah, it takes an enormous investment of time to get sheep going. Yeah. Like ideally you're correct. This would be a much better result, but it also takes and it would take an enormous amount of time. I tried to do the sheep route and get enough sheep, and it took something like 10 or 12 hours. For me to like build up enough sheep. Yeah, if I capture a place with a lot of meat potential, that would honestly creating a second. What I ended up doing was creating a meat town and trading salt to that region for meat, and then we both had sausages. Like sheep really are not an effective way, in my opinion, to do sausages. No, honey's broken as heck. It's just easy, and honey doesn't spoil. But yeah, taking a region with meat and then trading with pack stations meat for salt, that's the way to do it. Because then you get sausage in both locations. And it's not a bad idea. That would be the way I would do it, at least. Oh my god. I just want to steal. All right. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. I think we're going to bring it to town, as I have more than enough for mercs. Even though I could have brought it to my treasury and used it to get more retinue, but nah, I think we're good. Trade post is up. Okay. I'm going to start hauling in clay. We're going to get the clay furnace up. And I want to upgrade the church to maintain tier 2 happiness. And right now it looks like we just need that extra food supply. Yeah, we just don't have a whole lot of meat. But we're going to get veggies and stuff going soon. Alright, let's upgrade this to a large granary. Let's check everybody out. Okay, we got a trade post. I think I'm going to go a little heavy on the fish now. I think we're going to export anything over 150 fish. And we're going to establish a trade route. We're going to buy a horsey. And we're going to bump this up to 2 individuals. That should start bringing in some money. Yeah, you want to be careful. If you go into candle making, it screws up honey a lot. Because they kind of alternate between the two. I don't know if they ever fixed it, but it was, it's been pretty wonky. All right, and we're going to need, okay, so we got this gentleman up over here. I need to get him to tier 2. He's going to make bows. We're also going to need another one of these guys. I hate doing single plots, but it's necessary evil. We also need one of these guys, though. For boots. I'm just going to put him in a central location. I don't want to do a double plot on him, though. Let me think. I guess the boot dude actually can go over here. I think I'm going to put another fishery over there. I think we'll put the boot guy. He'll get the lake view. There we go. Single plot. I do that because I don't want two and eventually 4 families making boots. 2 families is enough people not working. All right, we're at a decent size amount of burgage plots. We got a lot of open land. Upgrade that storehouse. I'm going to have to reset some of the stuff now that I've upgraded it. There we go. Yeah, Manor Lords has a dedicated Discord, if that's what you're interested in. And there's a lot of very knowledgeable people in the Manor Lords Discord. All right, fish are decent. I think I can kind of see fish being pretty sweet for trade. Probably I would say fish are better for trade than berries if you're pushing them out as fast as you're getting them. Not bad, but they spoil so quickly. All right, let's get clay tiles going, saw pits going. What are we missing here? Oh, we just don't have a family. Yeah, we're deforesting this region pretty well. I think I'm gonna get another logging camp up over in this vicinity. Maybe 2, actually. So for storage, get those guys going. I think you just search in the Discord for channels and search for Manor Lords. There might be a link on, if you just Google Manor Lords Discord, you should also find a link. I think that's how I found it. I can't quite remember. All right. So yeah, okay, cool. Oh nice. It didn't I didn't lose my accepted goods. Cool. You can even do limited work area, which I think is interesting. I haven't gotten to a point where I felt like I needed to do that. We don't have any apples or veggies yet, but we will in a bit. I even started to get apples now before the 5th year. So apples don't mature fully until about the 5th year. But what's going on here? Why are we having such a issue? I'm gonna relocate him. That's weird. I've never had an issue with him before. My last playthrough, I had 300 firewood and no one complained about anything. It was nuts. Alright, we're at 100% fuel. There, you do have to be kind of attentive because there are, you know, glitches. We need to get this thing up ASAP because it's December. People are going to start freezing to death. He just hasn't been doing anything the whole time. All right. We got a lot of fish. So yeah, in the winter, it freezes and it halves the population of fish. We have enough to get us through anything. Okay. Let's make sure. Sometimes buildings start with a radius. So I think what happened is the radius was really small and it had hit everything. So there we go. Good shape. All right. I'm going to bring wood production over here and I'm going to stop it over here. I'll leave this as a storage area, but no more wood cutting over here. Let's get another ox. Could also be a reason why things are going slow. We're doing great. Hopefully. I'm gonna temporarily increase food. Yeah, my last playthrough I had like 3 times this pop and I only had 1 woodcutter and I had 300. So yeah, it's doing great. Yeah, one thing I would like to do is figure out an easy way to convert this into a housing plot too. Because it'd be kind of cool if you could just have a bunch of little areas like that. I'm thinking kind of like an industrial city. All right, there we go. Fuel's working again. All right, we're good. We're golden. There was something bugged out about that. I think it was the limited work area. Because as you saw, it was pretty small. All right, we got 1 logger over there. We got 7 free families now. Okay, we're in business. We got 1 dude in the trade. And this gentleman right here is going to be shoe production. With shoe storage right there. Actually, yeah. No, that's good enough. He's close enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it is good enough. But once we, I need 3 food types now, and so this is kind of the waiting game period. We have 43 days until we're attacked. So what I've been told is charcoal is good for industry. If you're doing a lot of stuff with industry, I used charcoal before to get fuel efficiency, but I no longer need to do that. One dude, in my opinion, has been able to keep up. Yeah, see, I have 7 with the fuel. 1 dude now. They were just in a weird spot and they were glitched. I feel like you don't need. I feel like you don't need it anymore. You don't need charcoal. But yeah, it definitely will make your wood go a lot further though, if that's an issue. But I think with the forester and one woodcutter, you can pretty much supply your whole town. So I'm just kind of peeking around. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, and you have to have, my bad, you have to have advanced pond keeping to even do winter. To fish in the winter. So it doesn't have the population anymore. It looks like it just, you have to have the perk just to fish. Okay. They're doing a good job. It's mainly the... That's all. One reason I kind of like berries, though. But it seems like we just don't have enough meat. I think what we're actually going to have to do is go into farming. Because we can get bread, like, right now. So, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if I can do... one. It's close enough to one Morgan. This looks like a 40% fertility to me. That's 1.2. Okay. Okay. So, let's pause real quick. We're gonna get attacked. I'm gonna hire the cheapest people in the world to come save us. Okay, and they're right here. Perfect. I'm not gonna risk any of my men. I may have to though. Those guys are relatively cheap. May not be a bad idea. It'd be embarrassing if my mercs died and then they burnt the whole city down because I didn't have my forces. All right, we're in good shape. All right, we got the one individual there. Oh, okay. I think I see the problem. Yeah, we just got no meat. It's just such a little amount of meat. But this will come in. All right. So what do we got? 59%. So yellow is 59%. That's like more than enough. That should actually yield us 59 wheat per year, which is 120 bread. Yeah. As of the new patch, one wheat makes one flour and one flour makes 2 bread as of the new patch. So if I can get 50, if I can get these, I can get about 100. I can get about 100 a year in bread, and that's a good start for us. I need about be about 120, so I might have to do a couple more of these. I think we're gonna go the honey route too, though. That's okay. I think so. This is a good. This is like 40%, so I don't want to use this. I think I'm gonna put the farmhouse. Oof. I want to put it in a place that I'm not gonna use. Ooh, right here. Can I fit it? It needs to be like centrally located. I want to use this for farmland. Okay, the enemy. Let's fight the enemy, and then I can dilly-dally. Okay. I'm only going to take my spears in if I feel like I'm losing. So, let's get our spears. They don't have any... It doesn't look like I have the ability to do any, like, stand your ground with them or anything. Oh, is the Baron coming? Oh, yeah, he is. Cool. Well, I don't really care about the lives of my mercenaries, so I'm going to pull back. Are there any Ooh, there is a bandit camp over here. Oh, cool. He's taking the whole enchilada. Alright. I'm happy to let him die. Alright, he's got it. I'm gonna go try to take this bandit camp with these mercs. Because he's got it. Oh man, he's gonna take that region now. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to fight him. I'm gonna have to fight him soon. Okay, he'll take the bandits for me though. He's a nice guy. He sure is swell. We gotta get to tier 2 like ASAP. So yeah, we gotta get I just gotta get this freaking farm down. I'm just gonna slap it here for now. I think I'm gonna have a little bit over here, a little bit over here, a little bit over there. I can always put another... It's only 3 logs. I can always move this later. We just need to get it going. think we have a lot of money. I think we're gonna put it to the treasury so I can get my retinue. Because I can get a bunch of archers, but I need something. He's coming. I just want them. I don't care about the lives of these units, so. Not letting me take the bandit camp. I wonder if it's because I'm engaged. Alright, let's see if I can quickly... I think for some reason it's not letting me do the bandit camp. Oh, maybe it won't let me do bandit camps with mercenaries now. I wonder if that's it. They do a lot of little sneaky patches like that because they get wise. Okay, we can. Okay, we're good. I don't know. That was weird. Wouldn't let me select it for the longest time. All right, cool. We have 263. We're gonna recruit, and I'm gonna set a tax 10%. We're gonna start making money. All right, we're in gear now. Let's get that food coming in. Let's get it going. We need to make money. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, wheat. 2 families should be able to handle that. Money time. But yeah, we're gonna get. I'm gonna get 1 granary worker over here. We're gonna need a couple of other things. I think I'm gonna do. Well, you know, I could honestly just do a market for bread. There's really no reason not to. Do that right there. And then we can just put everything right next to each other. The oven, all that stuff. All right, I just need a little bit more wood. Yeah, we'll put a granary, windmill. I'll put the bakery oven over here. It'll all just be right next to each other. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know, like, it's hard to know, like, what's a bug or an intended feature sometimes in this game, right? Okay, I'm gonna put 3 people in the fishing now, and we're gonna get that fish. I need to make sure we're bringing in the bacon because it's time to get crazy. 2 families. All right, 2 families should do it. I'm going to slap in a 3rd family as overkill just because I really want to get that bread coming in. All right, cool. We got the houses to get to tier 2 on some of these lots. All right, cool. We just need more wood now. So I'm going to put 3 individuals into that spot. It looks like I have no free living. Okay. We need to get bows. So I need to upgrade these 2. Okay, so I'm wondering where I should put my houses. I do like this spot right here, but it's kind of the wood's being kind of used. So, and I actually really don't want to put any more houses over here because you do want your people to live kind of next to the working areas. So I actually think like right here is a pretty good spot for additional houses, but it doesn't agree with me. All right, come on. All right, we're going to do something different. Yeah, this is good. Put a well over here. The thing about wells is you can easily overkill them. You don't have to have just one. So we'll get that one well over there. Beautiful. All right, we got another settlement level. I could just honestly go straight into honey. Let's do it. Let me show you guys how honey works. And we're going to do it over here in the farming region where these new houses are going to be. Now, this is going to be quite labor intensive, but the thing is that we're immediately going to get this food. It's one of the worst returns per worker, but it's also one of the easiest. It's like one of the easiest things to do. So I have the granary right there. Yeah, we're going to circle. I'm going to do 4. And that's going to be enough for now. It's going to look a little ugly, but that's the way we like it. Okay. And then what we need is a market. I've actually never gone into honey this quickly before, and I do think it might be viable. A viable strategy. We're only going to need like 2 to 3 marketplaces max, but so all we're going to sell here is bread and honey. There we go. Yeah, they can do it. You're right. It is a good job for veggie and apple people to do honey. So I know Perry had suggested that I put the apiaries in the middle here. You could even just put them on the. You could even put them on the sides. You know what I mean? Like over here, it's still pretty efficient, but it is nice to have them circled around the granary. I'm gonna have a housing district in this area though for the work that needs to be done here. So I'm kind of and the farmers and kind of spreading people out. There we go. 2 more houses. All right, I think that puts me at pretty close to 15 burgage plots. Let's get it going. It'll be a little bit before we get grain because they have to do all that work. We got veggies. We got veggies coming in. I just need to get more people in. Yeah, I agree. Honey, it is. It all washes out. I haven't had any issues personally. You can definitely, like, what I like to do is have all of my farmers over here doing like lumber jobs and stuff. So ideally you would actually have your lumber next to this. Like ideally I would be using I'd have my firewood like right here potentially. And then I'd have them doing firewood. And then with my logging camps back here, I would have other stuff. But you don't have to be that efficient with the new system. But definitely it would be more efficient. Yeah. The new system is a lot more forgiving. All right. Let me get boots going. And let me get bows going. I just need to do that. All right, and I believe we have enough clay tiles, and I believe we have enough clay. There's my 3 workers there, and I'm gonna throw them into honey. But yeah, we're on a hiring spree now. We're hiring anybody off the streets who will work for us. We're okay. Oh no, it makes a whole lot. It makes an enormous amount of sense to have the people up here farming be the apiaries. It really does, because you want a job that people can do that you don't care about. And honey, if you had 8 families up here doing 8 apiaries, you're gonna bring in more honey than you know what to do with. They're still gonna be doing these jobs. I'm just putting the honey next to the granary. But yeah, if I placed like a bunch of honey in a granary right here, that would have probably been smarter, but I mean, I still could, but I'm just building things where they've, I don't know, I'm just choosing a spot and building things. Okay, so advanced, we're only gonna do bread and honey in this granary, and then we're gonna upgrade it. And we're gonna put a worker in there. Okay, 2. I just need a couple more families. So this is going to get me that second food supply along with veggies. We're going to hit 100% real fast. Let's just do 3 of these for now. I actually think that that's going to be enough. We have a very low population. I just need to get someone in this house. And we need to get a oven up. Right? And so I can put the oven anywhere. I'm going to put the oven right here. That's right there. Okay, there we go. Oven right there. Double up. Yeah. Markets are... I haven't had too many issues with my markets. Right now, we just need to get boots going. And that's why we're having low clothing. And here we go. Ah, what do I need for boots? I need a tool. I always forget about that. You need tools now for that stuff. But we can do bows. Make sure, though, you come back here because it defaults to crossbow, and that's super annoying. And I need 1 free family. We're going to upgrade the church. Okay, we're good there. We got money. We got money. Let's actually slow down to normal speed so I can kind of focus on some of this stuff real quick. Fisherman's hut. I'm going to pull one guy back because I think we're getting close. I need him to start building. All right. We're in good shape. Get another ox. I'm afraid that the Lord is going to come for me soon. I think I have enough I could do mercs and we can fight him, but we're going to need a couple archers at least. All right, is done. Go to advance, switch it to bows. We're going to do a stack of 40 in reserves. And now I need to go to my trading post and purchase a tool. Honestly, it would be nice to just make it, but nope. And we need about 5 of these, I would say, on store. Oh, thank you, failed artist. Appreciate it.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
I don't know if they'll do a campaign for Manor Lords. I don't know. It would be kind of cool if they did. I honestly want to attack other kingdoms. I think that would because you're the one who's always, like, you know, defending, and you always have the advantage, but attacking someone I think would be really hard. All right, cool. As soon as we get that tool, we're going to be in good shape. We also need to start thinking about alcohol production. So let's take a gander again. So what I've been told is that you can actually, as long as you're... Oh, right. Of course. This land right here, where all the yellow is like, is good enough to grow barley in. So it's actually kind of good we have the farm there. So let me actually do this now. What the... I didn't need to do that. Yeah, I want to get this out to 1 Morgan. It's like, I'm going to be buying barley, but every little bit counts, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's about it. We're going to have a weirdness to it. Yeah. But what I've been told is I'll get about, per 1 Morgan, I'll get about 40 barley. So, 41%. Okay, so yeah, there's enough. There's enough here. I'm gonna just alternate it for workforce. Okay. I don't like how far away they are. This is not terribly efficient. I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. We need more people desperately. I don't want to give them more jobs to do because I've already given them too much. But yeah, just a little bit of barley, but we're going to be trading for it and producing it. And I'll probably put the tavern somewhere like centralized. Windmill, communal oven. Yeah, we're going to get food. We actually have 2 food types. We got apples coming in now. I'm gonna need to put a second I'm gonna need to get 1 extra granary worker over here to keep up, and we're gonna need to take someone away. Let's see. I think I can take someone from logging. I can. There we go. Holy shit! What happened? I swear to God, I forgot to put a plank limit. Oh my God. I never forget that. All right, 100 planks. Well, we can... Okay. I mean, we got the planks. We definitely got the planks. I guess I can build my castle now. All right. Okay, let's do it. We're going to build a Pac-Man. Oh, this will be great. They'll be really confused by this. All right, let's build a Pac-Man. If we do get attacked, we're going to stand a much better chance of survival inside of our beautiful little Pac-Man. So they come down here and you just have archers on each side shooting them from behind. Works really well. Although I will say I did a bad job. They can phase through the walls, so like the best way is to do 2 sets of walls. We're just gonna do this for now. All right, so we'll build the Pac-Man. Yeah. So the way that trade works. Oh yeah, cool. Thanks for asking about. Yeah, Strat will be. I already told Strat how trade posts were changed. So trade posts used to be they came to the closest trade post. Now they come to a random trade post. So I've just been doing 1 trade post. So like if I have 51 fish here and 4 fish somewhere else, if they go to that trade post with 4 fish, they buy the 4 fish and they leave. So the most efficient way to do trade posts right now is just to have 1 to make sure that when they're coming that they're buying the full stack of fish. Unfortunately. Yeah, it used to be the closest one so you could kind of control it. Now you have 0 control over it. But you can see once I reset the fuel, guys, look, that 1 woodcutter, we have 21 months of fuel. But also I'm using a lot less burgage plots. All right. But there's just too much. There's just too much going on. I gotta let them catch up. But we got wheat coming in. I'm gonna be able to get bread. I'm kind of just like over. Like I said, look how much apples we have already, guys. With just the 2. Veggies are starting to come in a little bit more. I needed to get. I got the 2 food stalls up. We got perfect. As long as we stay under 20 burgers plots, we don't have to worry. I think something with the, I might have to actually dial in the farmers. Where are they working? Oh, they're farmers and fishermen? What is wrong with you? Okay, pause. All right. I'm reassigning all of the farmers and their families to work in my apiaries. I don't want them being granary workers. I don't want them being traders. I can already like feel the inefficiency in how much we're getting. There we go. Okay. And then this individual. He's a farmer. I do not want you farming. Yeah, I should have brought my wood closer. That's the one thing about these maps is like you kind of have to go to weird places. I'm just gonna leave them alone for now. Fisherman unassigned. I don't want you being a. Why is this dude over here like being a fisherman for Christ's sake? Oh man. I'm gonna assign him to this and see if it works. Yeah, you would think. Okay, cool. I was able to assign him. All right. So yeah, I have, when he's not doing veggie stuff, he can come over here and grind grain because we are not gonna have that much grain for him to grind. All right, I'm gonna put one individual into there. He can now bring the honey. Eventually, I'll have 2. All right, we're golden. We're getting the honey coming in. Everybody's having a good time. Got all 4 apiaries. I might have to get 5. The honey should start accumulating. The fish is good. The apples are good. The veggies are good. The bread is going to be good. The barley, I don't know. We'll need to get a malt house up. I think I'll just put it right here. No, I should probably put it close to this stuff. Put it right here. Cool. It's close to the granary over here if I want to do malt. And then malt house here. All right, we got bows coming in. All right. All right, we're good. We get everything up. I get the communal oven up. Get the oven up. All right, let's get 2 people there. We got 2 people here. No, we don't. 2 people there. It's probably, they're most likely going to mess it all up, but that's fine. All right, so I got 2, 2, 2. I got 1 over here. I got 1 over here. Perfect. I think I'm actually going to need 2 because I bet you they're putting boots. All right. Oh, yeah, we haven't made the boots yet. There we go. We ordered the tools and I forgot about it. All right, let's upgrade all these guys to level 2 now. And alcohol production will be next. All right, we're in good shape. This is great. Yeah, what I might actually do is do pig pens or something for those guys I'm not using. But if I would go deep mining if I thought I was actually going to use that salt. I mean, I could sell salt, but eventually it becomes just worth 1. Most likely what I'm going to do is start selling warbows. All right, let's focus on getting all the passives up. What the heck? They pulled the dude out of there. I have no available living spaces. All right, so I have to do that. All right, we got an extra point. I would prefer to go down trade and make stuff cheaper for myself. I'm going to hold off until I figure out what I want to do with it. Let's make sure we have double the people in all the houses we possibly can. Yeah, we need to get to tier 3 as fast as possible to get our population up. So I have 15 burgage plots. We got 4 families over there. 4 families over there. Got way too many families over here. I want to do more farming here potentially. So I think right here, actually, if I can get it to work. I know I couldn't last time. This actually might work. But yeah, we went doubles. Well, it can be big. I don't know. I always hate having freakishly big plots, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Oven's going. Get another ox. Why do I keep losing my trade post guy? Yeah, there's a lot to do. They still haven't even built that up. Oh, beautiful. All right, perfect. Yeah, I might honestly start doing animal pens on these little dudes for meat. If I did cut off meat, I could go into I just don't know if I need to because I already have honey. I think I do actually think, like I said, it's one of the worst, but you do get to a point where you have people that aren't doing anything. It does pay off in the end, but I think I'm going to need at least 6. But yeah, you'll see here it has honeycomb transitioning resource. Honeycomb, and then they got honey. The granary worker, I think, is just being a jerk. We're just gonna get some better road systems. There we go. All right, we're in business. So 100% food. Fuel is being a little annoying. So I could just we are under 20, so, and I am only doing firewood here. So I'm gonna turn overstock on. It doesn't matter because all I'm stocking here is firewood, so I'm not pushing anything else out. And the cobbler over here, we're gonna limit that to 30 because we're only gonna need 20 available. So I'll just have a little bit of excess going. Okay, so that's set. All right, so that's done. We only need the one good. And then over here, I need boots. I'm gonna need 2 people in here. There we go. That will get us the boots that we need. All right, we'll be at 100% everywhere. We're good. We're golden. Everything is done. The only thing now I need to do is get the boozing happening. So let's get a tavern up. I am gonna need a single burgage plot for booze production. I think they can take it straight from where it's produced to the tavern. Though if I were smart, I'd probably just do it over here. Yeah. We're gonna do a single burgage plot right here for alcohol production. And I'm gonna snake this road. And then we're gonna put it. That's a church. All right, we're gonna put a tavern up. I'm gonna put the tavern up right here. It's close enough, but it's also, oof, that's so close to the animals. All right, and then we'll snake a road up towards everybody. That way they're pretty close to the tavern. All right. I definitely have excess. The honey should start accumulating now. Fish are going down because I'm not... Yeah, I need... Oh, shit. They're pulling people. Randomly, it feels like. All right. Well, I need to think of something pretty quick. All right, we're going to pull him. I'm going to get that house up. Go. I just need to get these families in. We're getting pretty close to our limit. So we need to hit tier 3 fast. That's why I've been pushing for all these different food varieties. So we're good. We have all the food varieties we need for tier 3. And now it's just booze. And so, yeah, we're going to get, like I said, whatever the fertility is pretty much the quantity that you get. And so 46, 41, a little bit of barley. We're still going to have to trade for barley, but we're going to do war bows. So I want a store of 30, let's say. Okay, we got a cobbler there. Got our war bows over here. I'm going to sell 50, so we're going to make up to 80. Okay, small taverns here. Oven's on. Got honey. Eventually, we're going to have bread. Max yield of 89. That should be good enough. We're getting close. I'm going to pop one out of the farmhouse, though. See what we got going on. Yeah, 46, 89. I'm going to have to up bread production here in a bit. We already knew that. Even though I just built a manor right where I was going to do some farming, but it's all good. All right, 1 is fine. 0.9 is fine. It's a little bit crappy, but that's okay. All right, let's redo this. I like to put them right next to each other so the workers can just walk to one from the other. All right, so that's all good. So the farmhouse probably would have been better situated in several locations, but yeah, they have to walk quite a distance. I guess it's fine where it is. I don't like it too much, but I think a farmhouse over here would be probably a good idea. We don't have enough wood because we're upgrading everything. All right. Oh, he didn't commit. Commit. Build my walls. All right, I have a feeling we're going to get attacked anytime now by the Lord, but I think we can take them. Yeah, we can take them. Oh, it didn't, I don't know. I think the road I put here canceled it. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know if I put that road there. Get rid of this road. That way we can make our castle. I think it's kind of weird sometimes how this game works. It just doesn't do what I tell it to do. All right, Pac-Man is back and better than ever. Oh, it's because I didn't have 2 wood. Okay, and it's because I put something else over it too. All right, so I got to put people back into logging now. All right, let's make sure no one's dying. We're at 100% on everything. Beautiful. Trade post. Oven. Burgage plot. Malt house. All right. So we're going to have to start trading some stuff here soon. All right, cool. We got enough money to buy the route. That's going to bring in a lot of money for us right there. These war bows. All right, let's take a peek. I have 1 available living space. We need to upgrade this ASAP. That's the last house too, so we're going to let them move in. I'm going to leave the tavern as is. Beautiful. Thinking about packing some stuff out of there. All right, sweet. It's kind of cool having the well in the middle of all that farming. Farmhouse probably would have been better over here, just like even 5 feet. I think can actually make a difference. Let's see. I know that we ran out of room for barley. I would really like to have some more barley. I don't even know how much that is. 0.2. 0.2 Morgans. Nope. We need at least yellow. And I used it. I used up all the yellow. 1.1 Morgan. Yeah, unfortunate. All right. Yeah, let's make sure I get 2 people on the fish pond now, because we were running out of fish. It looks like 149 fish. I mean, we're selling fish though too. All right, veggies are coming in strong. Apples are going to start coming in strong. It takes about, you know, third or fourth year for apples. Honey is going to take a bit more people to get going strong. Let's pull back on honey entirely. We're going to be able to do this, but we just don't have enough people. And let's put our energy into... I'll leave that at 2 for now. Let's just put our energy into things that are going to work. We are going to get honey to work, but yeah, it's just a little bit intensive. I think I'm going to put another farmhouse up here. And then I'll just leave one person here, and then I'll have a couple people there. I just want to get it a little bit closer. Farmhouse back here would be good too. I'm trying to like find a nice little equal point for where, you know, I get everything to the windmill. But yeah, it's a sleepy little town. Like I said, I'm doing more organic building this time. Except for well, I mean, even this you could say is slightly organic because it does fit the area pretty well. It's a nice little orchard community. And it's got farms all around it. It's got a well. It's actually pretty sweet. Yeah, let's take a peek. This is the town. I mean, that looks pretty dope. Got the mountain. Got the little town. This is actually really cool. And then the wheat fields going into the town. It's like gladiator style. I gotta like close my eyes and rub my hand on the top of wheat and have my Russell Crowe gladiator moment. Well, this is neat. You can I walk in the buildings now? Holy cow. It's a building with nothing in it. These guys are pretending to work. There's nothing in it. I think that's the farmhouse. Yeah, that's the farmhouse I was building. Okay, yeah, so that farmhouse isn't fully constructed yet. But yeah, look how crazy cool this map is. All right, are they pretending to work in here? Yeah, these guys aren't working at all. It would be... Whoa. Okay, I don't like that. Yeah. And look at the market stalls. Got the ox. But that, yeah, down there's the forester part of town. It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty trippy when you're in first person. Whoa. This is pretty nuts, actually. This map's beautiful. You can see the snow-capped mountains back there. Yeah, I do like this. And I mean, that's just one region. Next region is going to be this. We need 2,000 influence to take that. We got 5 okay, yeah. Let's get to it. So, we need a bunch of wood to start upgrading. I'm going to slap 2 individuals in here. Let's get a forester back here. And to get things going back to speed. We're doing all right. I think I'm going to slap 3 people into the fishery now. We need to start getting more fish into the market. So 3 people are good. You can have up to 11. I think you need 6 to do it effectively, though. There's 11 fishing spots. All right, let's get 1 more ox. Yep. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you. And yeah, this is a pretty cool little place. Actually, I probably should have. Yeah, sorry. This is like probably the coolest place in the whole area, having the little pond. And then the mountains. I can't, except for the fact that I'm floating and I got really weird shoes. But yeah, the fishing in this game was definitely a nice little touch. Very nice. I will say, even though I have a supercomputer, I do think that Manor Lords runs pretty darn well on other people's rigs too. You do have to appreciate the fact that it's optimized. But yeah, it's incredibly easy to hit your 100s once you just understand that each market stall goes up 20 burgers plus. It's just pretty easy math. And we have a 10% tax right now, and we're still sitting in the high 75%. And it's really good. A lot of it's coming from market food. Variety, church, getting our church level to 2, Do we have barley yet? No. Right, we might just have to start buying it. So I have 2 fields of barley, and this is just to offset the cost. I can fence these guys up if I get fertilization, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe fertilization might actually. They need to. I know they want fertilization to work, but it doesn't work too well. But maybe one day. All right, we got a good thing going. Yeah, we're doing good over there. Doing good over here. These apples are going to start coming in. We got a lot of fish, a lot of veggies. And we just need to get this bread coming in. I have a feeling bread one day will come in. I think we're going to have our... There we go. We're going to have our... For some reason, when you first set up your crops, like, it takes a couple years for them to get caught up and, like, dig out the whole land, you know? So we got our first bread crops coming in. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I'm going to just do 2 and 2. All right, 46 barley, not bad. Yeah, they do actually show the fish in the pond. You can see them. They're swimming around. There's fish. Fish in the pond. All right. Let's make sure we're upgrading all these houses to tier 2. All right. And once that guy's tier 2, we're going to make him a booze. And I think what we really need to do... I think we can do the outer... Yeah, we can do outer towers. Garrison tower. Cool. All right. Let's do it. If we do get attacked, we're going to be able to fall back to this point and really kick ass. Got to get that built up, though. All right. The apples are going to come in. I can feel it. All right. Everybody's working together. I love it. I'm so tempted to upgrade this. Supply us up to 100 burgage plots. Holy cow. I think the pantry size upgrade's worth it. Let's just do it. Alright, I'm going to bump that up to 2 people just because I want to make sure we don't have issues. Alright, we're doing a good job. Looks like the 3 dudes are doing pretty well. I actually think that I'm going to move this here. I'll get 1 more ox. Alright, now we have 9 ox, 1 horse, 26 months of fuel. It's just crazy how much more efficient woodcutters are now. I just have 1 dude. And he's barely touched this forest. He's still got so much more to go. We definitely need to get a forester over there at some point. See how much wood do I have? 18 timber? Not enough. Let's keep them going. Alright, we got wheat finally. So we got 2 of these. Oh, wow. I totally spaced that we have 2 of these going. I think we're going to have a lot of bread coming in now. That's going to be an enormous amount of bread. So the oven's gonna get up. That should be enough bread for the whole. This setup right here should be enough bread. So yeah, you actually really can farm for a small population, even on the crappiest land. As long as you take above 40% fertility, you'll get an almost decent yield. And I think that's recent patching, probably the last one. I know I'm trying to learn to be. There we go. We got barley. We got barley. I'm trying to learn to be a little bit more creative and do these things a little bit better. All right, brewery extension up. I'm going to need to pull some people. I'm going to pull one of the farmers, and I'm going to pull 2 of those guys. I'll leave those 2 guys going. All right, we're in good shape. Now we got booze coming in. That's going to allow me to go to tier 3. I want to get to tier 3 because I want extra families. We have the food. We have more food than we know what to do with. There are the apples. There's the fish. There's the veggies. More families I can get, then I can go back into honey production. All right. I don't know if I'll ever actually do any of the wood stuff around here. If I needed to, I guess I could. I'll just keep it there. All right. Got the one thing. We got 17 burgage plots. I'm happy with that, to be honest. Let's take a peek around, make sure we're not missing anything. Currently, I'm not actually buying barley. It would be kind of interesting to see if I can get away with just having booze a couple times out of the year. You can't, but it'd be funny if I could. All right, they're getting all that stuff up. Oh no, they're doing weird stuff. They're having a rave. They're dancing. All right, it looks like I need another family to help out. We just got too much going on. We're getting split up. All right, expanded living space. Are they threshing? I don't have threshing prioritized, so probably not. I like this. This is actually kind of cool with the roads. I actually really like the farms contrasted against the Brawndo. I think it looks pretty sweet. Yeah, I haven't been too impressed with how well sheep work. I really think they need to revisit that and make it... I bet you at some point it's going to be like the go-to strategy, but right now it's just not. But eventually I could see it being pretty important. Alright, we're in good shape. And you're probably wondering, like, why am I not doing eggs and all that kind of other stuff? It's mainly because I just don't want to have another market stall for eggs. I like to do one market stall per food type to make sure that I'm getting the full benefit. So I'm just trying to specialize in individual food production. All right, we have a lot of veggies coming in, more than we know how to consume. So I'm going to need to start trading vegetables. Otherwise, they're just going to rot. Remember what I said, like it's about 20 or 30% per year will rot. So realistically, anything over 250, I should just be selling. Oh, look at that, we got apples. I'm gonna buy a route for that too. Fish, veggies, warbows. That's great. That's a good trifecta. And then barley, I'm gonna import now, so that we always have 5. I was doing 30, and I ended up creating something like 300 ale for a population much bigger than this. So just a little bit of barley, 5 at a time, I think is gonna be good. We got one dude in the malt house. We have the family creating booze. And since I think malt and ale kind of expire at the same limits, I'm not going to do any limits. We need to get this tavern up. All right, we're going to be going to tier 3 in no time now. Oh yeah, look at that. The Pac-Man's almost up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Retinue customization. I should leave some money. I know I should, but I'm feeling strong. We're just gonna use our retinue and a bunch of bowmen. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Right, 2 out of 3. A forester. Yeah, we need to get some dude in the forester. And let's up the circle to this area. And that's good. You know what we're gonna do is we're going to get the advanced fishing perk so that we can fish in the winter and also so we can double the population. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go all in on fishing and then trade the fish. It is a pretty decent trade item if you're just throwing it out. So I'll give it that. Fish are great for trade. They're probably better than berries for trade. Oh, yeah. I love the new maps. It's after playing the same map for like what, a year? How long has it been? Been playing the same map. All right, entertainment's going up. Let's get these houses to tier 3. Oh, I shouldn't have done the brewery, but I did. I guess we'll make more alcohol. We're getting all these houses to tier 3. I want money. Cobbler I might leave alone for now. I need to get 100% to reach all the houses, but yeah, tier 3, get them families rolling in. And we don't have to, what's awesome is we don't have to increase our burgage plots. We get more families. I don't have to, like, we're already at cost for markets. I don't need any more stalls. Looks like we're starting to get some bread coming in. 34, 36. Apples are struggling, but they're not matured yet. Veggies are doing amazing. We should be pulling in about 360 on a conservative figure with the extra 0.1 Morgan. And how sharp these are, though, I think we're probably pulling in something closer to 410, 415-ish. And I think we'll probably pull in something closer to like 380 apples here. But conservatively, this whole thing would pull in 350 apples, 350 veggies. All right, we got another point. I mean, I could have gone into rye cultivation. It's not an entirely bad idea. But yeah, unfortunately, because I can only trade 3 items and I'm like effectively, I don't really want to go into salt. But I mean, it would be cool to trade meat for salt and then do sausages. But I wouldn't be able to do that till here. And the problem is that pack mule is going to have to travel quite a distance to get... It's not too bad of a distance, actually. I mean, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would leave me an extra. I'll have to think about it. Trading salt for meat would be effective. All right. What's how drunk are people? 41%. All right, and using the overstock tool on this is actually really, really good. I'm gonna overstock by 5 because they always I always have problems with them keeping up stock. So let's overstock 10. But what's great though is we're getting them extra families coming in now. We have 10 available spacings for people, and the money's coming in really well. We're keeping up. If I could just find one more area to grow barley. Looks like right here. Ooh, it looks like I have a spot right here. 0.3 Morgans. So close. We need a yellow. I could if I destroyed these houses right here. Yeah, if I destroyed these houses right here. And I destroyed the road. Oh, there's actually much yellows back here. Oh, there's a whole thing of yellow back here. We're saved. Christmas is not canceled. 0.9 Morgans. All right, let's get as much of this as we can. I didn't realize there was a whole thing of yellow back here. Look at that. It's a beautiful day. All right, let's see. Barley in the 3rd, barley in the 2nd, barley in the 1st. Now this will create like enough booze for maybe a couple of months, but it will decrease the amount of money we're losing. You know what I mean? So it will just help us out because we don't have to purchase it. There we go. All right, and I think we're gonna need to get a forester in here for just a tad. I have messed things up, but we got plenty of wood over here and around the lake. There we go. We're good. All right, and we got the Pac-Man up. So if we do get attacked, we're gonna be fine. The families are pouring in now. 29 wheat. Oh yeah, I just got these fields up. There's always a weird delay in this stuff. All right, let's get 2 people here. I'm feeling good about that. Let's actually get 3 people here. That should be able to get to those farms. They're just so far away. I don't like that. I so much like the... Whoa, dude, you see that? I went over the mountain range. See if I can do that again. That was kind of weird. Oh, I almost did it. Yeah, we were up in the mountains for a second. It's a little, yeah, I know. I'll stop. Okay, one person there. Got 2 people there. We're cutting down all of Mother Nature. All right, let's hit pause real quick. I would like to get these guys. So we got 100%. We got booze at 100% now. They definitely did a good job making it easier to get ale. But you could also notice too that there seems to be a better flow with smaller cities as far as like how manageable they are. I have 128 people and some of them are feisty. But we got ourselves a decent band of individuals. Here we go. Our economy is kind of rough. Tier 3 it is. Oh yeah, you're right. That is actually, it is a pretty good that is a pretty good thumbnail if I could get it. Yeah. I don't know I forgot how you go into the view where it doesn't show regional maps, because that would be a good one right there. It's a good bird's eye view one right there. You're like looking down from the mountains. Oh dang, that was actually pretty good. What I'm hoping to do is get a thumbnail. I guess getting the thumbnail from up here would make more sense since it goes downhill. You could. But it'd be cool to get a thumbnail where you could look up the hill and see everything. You can't really see too much. It's supposed to be raining. You can't really see too much from the ground. And if I could, yeah, it's like looking up like this and seeing a bunch of cities, I think would be pretty cool. I mean, it looks pretty cool already. Oh, that's right. Control C. Thank you. Appreciate it. So this is what we got going so far. It doesn't look good from this angle. Looks better. It looks better from the pond angle. There we go. That's what we got going so far here. I like that. I'll have to do that when it's done. All right, so we got tier 2s all over there. Got people out here in the muck. Gonna take a bit for that to come in. Tier 3s are gonna come up over here now. Now we're gonna have more families. We have 2 free families. Perfect. All right, we got veggies at the wazoo again. Perfect. That looks pretty dope. I like that. Like I said, they all look like their own little mini town. Check that out. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. Yeah, my goal is to go region by region and build them up. I'm gonna take over the whole map. This is gonna be a like, I just finished my guide that's coming out on the 1st, and I just want to play the game. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of chill live streams this week, and we're just gonna build up this whole valley. So my next goal right now is just to get enough forces to do so. But we're getting actually pretty close to taking the next region. Dude, what's wrong with that woman's? Is that her voice? Oh, that is her voice. Oh man, I feel sorry for that woman's husband. What is going on? Is this man trying to get out of work or something? Why do they both have that deep voice? Why do they have such a deep voice?
Come all. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't build flower gardens. I wish there was more decorations in this game. Oh, look at that. When it upgraded to tier 3, it upgraded the wall to stone. And it's got that cool little stone backing. But yeah, this is the Brawndo. It's pretty darn efficient. It's nice. It's a clean neighborhood. Quarter of them is 300,000 for a house. It looks pretty sweet. But yeah, they got a good thing going here. I think it looks pretty good. Very low distance points to make sure that their harvesting is decent. We can watch them. We can tell them to get back to work. But you see, they actually come out here and harvest, and then they walk it back to the house. Every one of these units is literally harvestable. It's kind of crazy when you think about all of this not being an animation, but an actual like object. Yeah, you won't regret buying Manor Lords. Unless you have no soul. Manor Lords is great. I'm biased though. I love medieval games. I mean, my whole channel's built on. My whole channel's medieval, mostly medieval games. All right, so you see she's walking back the product, right? So she walks back the product into the house, and then they walk back out to get more. So that's why I keep telling people to like not do snaky long designs. You want square. You wanna lessen the distance between you and the houses, because they will go out of both houses. I've watched them a ton of times. This is about as long as I would want them to go out. But you can see how much work this is. You can technically go much bigger than this, but if you want these people to be able to hold other jobs, I would strongly recommend you stick to one Morgan. You can go much higher. You can go like up to 3. You could go up to 3 with 4 families, but that's pretty much all they would do. And as you can see, this is all I need for this whole village for veggies and apples once they start yielding. All right, we got 71 bread. Bread is finally coming in. We got families coming in. Right now, we're just waiting for our food supply to catch up with all the things that I've done. I don't really want to upgrade this cobbler's shop, but we're gonna get these guys going. All right, wood is the big issue now. So that's what I was saying. It's just I'm gonna have to pull back here and let this forester catch up. And I guess I am gonna have to initiate the reserve force over here. My freaking wolves over here are almost, or the deer over here are almost worthless, I feel. Let's get all these guys. Okay. Put 2 over there. Yeah, you enabled the beta. I can't remember the code. I cannot remember the code that you have to type in. It's in the announcements, though. All right, I got 4 groups of angry individuals coming at me, and yeah, you guys get to see my Pac-Man. I mean, I have a whole video on how to build the Pac-Man. That's actually short. It's not long. So if you hate listening to me talk, you can go watch the video on the Pac-Man. But if you're still here, you can see the Pac-Man in action. Now, they will kind of like phase through the walls, so I'm hoping that they don't phase through walls. I think I'm gonna err on the side of caution here and just get a couple of heavy hitters. I do like the fact that mercenaries actually spawn in this location. All right, I'm gonna place them out in front, like meat shields. So yeah, they're gonna try to break in through this wall. I probably should have gave a little bit more distance there. That's okay. I'm gonna leave the spears back there. And put my archers in the side courts. We need to get a few more people. All right, and then yeah, we'll just place these guys in front to do a little bit of damage. And then my spears are just going to kind of hang in the back, and if they phase through the walls, I'll need my spears to engage. But yeah, the Pac-Man is legit. I do like the fort being on the road in, so they got to go through this town. If they want to get to the rest of it, we got a fort right here. Eventually, I'm hoping that they focus more on the fort side of this game, because forts are actually like what I'm known for in Farthest Frontier and other games. Efficiency also. Oh, dude, look at that! You guys see that? That road going through the... That's really cool. I didn't even see that. we've cut down so much trees and stuff that there's a distinct like Lord of the Rings looking place over there. All right, they're coming. Yeah, you can extend it. So you're asking about manors and castles. You can extend radius by using outer towers. You place an outer tower like that, that extends it, so you can make it bigger. I just did small because it is quite expensive. But yeah, if you use the little outer towers, you can build layers upon layers. It's actually better to have 2 layers of walls. I just haven't gotten to it. So yeah, it's still in early access too, so it's gonna improve a lot. All right, no burning down my village, guys. Yeah, you can tell that there's still some pathfinding issues with this map. This is a pretty tame. That guy just peeled out. He just like drifted. All right, yeah, they're coming down over here on the east side. There we go. So we're gonna take them from our fortified position. No, the towers don't work yet. They don't. No. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get these bandits to engage these units here. And shoot them from the side effectively. Oh, they look like they're going to try to go through the walls. I don't like the way they're looking at me. There we go. We're killing a few of them. Alright, yeah, they're going to try to go through the gate. They get kind of confused. I'm just basically trying to confuse them as much as possible. But it's pretty amazing how effective fortification is in this game. I don't do it a lot because I never typically have an issue. But I'm just trying to, like, you know, play a chill game and make the gameplay a little different from what I usually do. I don't like the screaming ladies, though. But yeah, you can shoot through the walls, and they have to walk around. They gotta bust through this gate over here. All right. Do some weird stuff. Yeah, they're not having a good time, I can tell you that. Sacrificial lambs really do help, though, because if they turn their back, I'm getting back shots. But yeah, they can't get through the wall, so they get really confused. It's kind of funny. All right, yeah, that was pretty easy, but that's the power of the Pac-Man. It's a pretty simple design that you can do. This can take on the Lord's army too, pretty easily. I just like how they come out of its mouth, though. I'm easily entertained, I guess. All right, we're in good shape. Now I need to put someone in the church to clean up the dead bodies. All right, we'll get that going. Ooh, I can hit the bell. I forgot about that. All right. What's our... yeah, we're at 100%. So we're still cash positive. We're bringing in barley. I'm making a little bit of barley. But, yeah, we're able to fulfill all of our booze needs now. So that was pretty difficult before. It's a lot different now, especially if you just stay low pop. I'm honestly digging the lower pop, like smaller cities. They have a nice feel to them. Let's get that going. I might not even need the honey if I can get the apples going. It looks like the fish are doing good. Good enough, at least. We're getting a good amount from here. I do wonder if I'm not... Yeah. I think I'm actually going to put a camp right here. Right here in the thick of it. Put a road. That's a good spot for lumber right there. Yeah, honestly, I was expecting the fish are great. I think fish are actually a large part of why we're making good money. I was expecting this to be a lot buggier than it is. Now, granted, it does have bugs, but they're not too bad, and there really aren't. Okay, so this area is doing good. We're reforesting everything over here. I don't feel like this area is doing a good job, so I'm gonna stop them. I think I'd have to get the forester up. There's something weird with the edges over here. I could probably get this stuff again. Let's set their area over here. Just deforest that. I just need wood. Okay. Wood. One forester there. Gotta keep this stuff growing. But yeah, the wood, typically a woodcutter would have clear cut this whole area by now, so wood cutting's a lot easier too. All right, we got 15 available living spaces. No, it's betas are only ever available on Steam, unfortunately. And that has not to do with Greg, but the GOG doesn't allow beta versions. Only Steam is like, it's because Steam allows beta versions. A lot of it's the platform's fault. It's not that Greg's deciding not to release it to different platforms. Yeah, it's the platform's fault. Themselves. They only want to release approved full versions. The only way for him to release this on GOG is for him to release it as the only version that you can download. So, which, to be honest, he probably just should do, because it's like leaps and bounds better than in my opinion, even with... Oh yeah, we can upgrade these. I'm gonna upgrade that one just because I want it to look cool. But in my opinion, he should probably just upgrade it, because even with all the bugs, I still think it's better than the current nice version. Oh, look at that! The apple trees are fully bloomed. Oh boy, we're gonna have apples at the wazoo now. We're not pulling in the bread that I thought we would, but we just had. It's gonna take a while for these guys. Ooh, they're 34s, 22s. Oh, that's because we just harvested them. Yeah. 63. Okay, cool. We just gotta stay above 40% after we let them relax from their harvesting. Okay, we got one. We got one. Yeah. Hopefully we got more than one grain. Let's see. It says 39. Okay, so that was a bad harvest. It will catch up. We'll be fine. That was a really bad harvest. That's why I like honey. Honey doesn't care about fertility. It just wants bodies. And like I said, it's one of the worst returns per person, but it's just so consistent that I do think it's actually pretty good. All right. And yeah, we're doing a good job. We probably should get another fisher. We're gonna need at least 6 people fishing. But boom, let's get that up. All right, we're back in business. We got logs coming in. If I have to do a little bit more, like I might have to do one more burgers plot of apples if I don't. These should do well. I mean, I am trading some of it. No, I'm only trading vegetables. I'm gonna trade anything over 260 now. I don't know why. I just feel like that's a good number. Tier 3 it is. All right, we're back in tier 3 camp. I'm gonna hold off on. Oh, I guess we should just do everything. Need more wood. Put 2 dudes over there. 2 dudes over there. We just need a ton of wood. All right. Well, as our population grows and we get these people, once we get our second region, we'll get another retinue, and that will make us very powerful. That's what's kind of funny is, like, you really don't have to go too hardcore on the combat in this game. You literally can just run a bunch of bowmen. People see, like, the other units are better. Like, I could, if I were to do anything, honestly, I would just, one of my favorite units in this game is pole arms. And you don't really need much for pole arms. You just need pole arm. You just need the pole arm itself. I do want to go down better deals. I think I'm going to go down trade for my main village, to be honest. That will lower the cost of the barley. And it will allow me to... Let's get a pole arm unit. Another cool thing about the new patch is that you can drag and drop unit cards now. This is going to be a more people than I think I can... I don't even want the spears anymore. I'm going to get rid of the spears for pole arms. Pole arms are OP. All right, we're doing good now. Yeah. This is gonna be sweet when I take this region. We do have enough influence. I just need more population though. Yeah, we got enough. Wow, we already got all the pole arms. That's crazy. How did I get that many freaking pole arms already? Okay. I'm not gonna argue. How did I get that many pole arms? Wow. They just, I guess it's when you, I guess they may have made trade a little bit better. We're gonna pull this down to 15 because that's a lot. All right, we're exporting. We should be exporting a big old thing of bows here soon. I think I'm going to slap one more dude in here and buy a horse. All right. Yeah, we're getting... this is actually really good right here. This is pretty formidable. Screw it. I don't like this guy. How much money do I got? All right, you guys want to go... You guys, before getting late, but I want to take the next region so that we're ready. So I'm gonna be cheap. Normally I could easily take him with what I have, but I feel like being a jerk. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna overwhelm him with awesomeness. I'm gonna take this region. We're gonna take the second region and we're gonna build. Oh man, look at this hill, like this mound. What's the farm like here? Okay. Yeah, next time when I take this region, we're going to make sure that I don't build... Oh, there's not a lot of barley. That's okay. We can buy it. We got berries. So we got berries and we got... Okay, so right here we have berries and we have wild animals. And then right here, I'm going to put the castle... I think I'm going to put the castle right here as people enter and then connect the road. I could actually have it so that the castle the only way into this area is through the castle. And I can actually do a road like that, but the people will have to walk around it. But it would look cool. But we can build all of our housing up here on this ledge. This would make a pretty cool city. We could do the whole thing up here. But yeah, we're going to take this region. This guy sucks. Alright. Let's do it. We're going to claim it with influence. So we're bringing the war to the Baron. Okay. He wants to fight me up on this hill. So he's going to have to come through here. Now remember, the mercenaries' lives don't matter. They're not people. They're fodder. So I'm going to lay them out in front. I don't want my glorious people being hurt, and I'm going to put them behind. Let's do it. Alright, beautiful. I'm going to put my archers to the flanks. I'm going to put my spearmen here. I'm going to put these guys behind. My archers are just going to retreat behind my guys when they come. And I will use my mercs in front of my other mercs. Yeah, they got a rework trade. Okay, so they're coming from behind. Alright, so they're going to come up this slope right here. That will work. I have range superiority, so I really do actually want open terrain. So we'll let them come in that way. Alright. So yeah, we'll shoot them downhill. Reverse them. That's kind of funny. Okay, whatever. We're just going to completely redo this. Flip around. All right. All right, yeah, we're in good shape. Yeah, the terrain can affect battle. Just make if you're in trees, for instance, you'll have a hard time shooting. But we're cool. We have a much superior force than them. I'm actually gonna use these guys as a shield, and then I'll come around the side with my polearm militia. Here they come. Need to get crossbow. I think I'm gonna put some money into getting some crossbow units. They're actually pretty cheap. Yeah, these guys are gonna get decimated. They're getting side hit already. Alright, we're gonna use... Okay, so polearms are amazing. These polearms are just gonna rip. They are gonna rip these archers apart. Okay. Alright, they're coming hard on the left. They actually brought some pretty good stuff. Okay. So we don't care about these archers. Their lives don't matter. Let's start using our archers correctly. I do want to make sure, though, that my archers are being used well enough, so we're just gonna do a switcheroo. Switcheroo, I said! Didn't get the switcheroo in time. Alright. Now we need to use our archers to their advantage, which is shooting people in the back. Yeah, there they go. These guys should be doing a little bit better job. Holy shit, they bought more? They're sending a whole nother wave at me. Okay. I didn't know they could do that. They just sent like a whole nother wave. I saw it in the background. Alright, we're gonna send reinforcements. I don't remember being able to have this many mercs before, so this is actually interesting. Alright, you can see we're actually decimating their units there. These guys aren't doing too hot. I'm going to let them be. These guys are doing well enough. I'm going to pull these guys back as a shield. I'm worried. My guys are winning over there. Okay, we did well enough. I think there's another group. Oh shit, they pulled the mercs right behind me. Alright, we got 2 wars going on now. Oh god. Okay, yeah, we got we got 2 fights going on now. I've never had that happen. This is why you always need money. I think we'll win that fight. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm living the dream. Alright, let's do this. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around anymore. People are gonna die, and we're gonna lose people. And this is not looking good. This war turned this turned into a much bigger war than I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna need to start leapfrogging. Okay, and then the battle over here. All right, we got sword. We got the advantage here. I've hired all the mercs that I can. Okay, we still haven't lost like too many of our original people. The spearmen are going to be the exception. All right, cool. We're winning. We're winning. We're going to be fine. Actually, I should have him fight him. Oh, shit. Alright, we're going to have to play a little game I call Leapfrog. The spears are going to win this fight. These guys aren't going to win, but they're mercenaries. These guys aren't going to be able to help me in time. Whew. Alright, we're going to be fine. I'm actually gonna run and have these guys chase so I can get them away from everybody else. See? Like this. Because if they chase me, then I'm in good shape. Alright. We're on the last dude there. I just need to kill this guy and then I can help engage other people. Okay, he's running. I need to shoot. He's chasing this individual, so this guy needs to run. This guy can come back in. We need to get shoot off will. Shoot at will increases damage at close range, but now that we're kiting, we can't use that. Oh god. I did not expect him to bring in a fleet. I'm actually going to have this guy come help this guy. If I can get this guy engaged. Since they're both chasing this guy's just going to Scooby-Doo that way. Fight. Did we get them to run? Oh, nice. We got them to run. Now we can reinforce over there. When I take this region, the first thing we're going to do is start getting board production up so I can get another retinue unit. All right. They're chasing me there. This guy just doesn't know what to do. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta watch out because if your stamina goes down, you're in bad shape. I'm gonna run back to our guys. All right, they want to quit. We'll shoot this dude. We're not even gonna bother engaging this dude because he's obviously glitched out. Now I want to kill all of them. I could glitch it for him to end the fight, but I want them to all die. All right, so we took out the second mercenary group. Let's bring them into reinforcements. I don't think I'll need it. I think I'll have finished this battle. All right, and now we're just going to. We got 3 units. So this unit can only chase 1. So basically, the one it chases, you make run. And you just shoot. You shoot with the other units. There we go. We got him in a crossfire. But I don't need to engage any more of these guys in melee. I can just leapfrog my units. Alright, these guys are just gonna chill. We just gotta watch. Alright, we almost killed everybody there. Alright, those guys are toast. Alright, these guys are done. Alright, now we're gonna shoot these guys. Oh god, they didn't move fast enough. Alright. Alright, you can see they've changed. Now these guys need to run. This is like what I used to do in the old Total War games. Alright. I'm actually really glad I took those mercs. I could have taken a normal army with what I had, but he summoned 2 different distinct merc groups. And I don't know if that was a glitch or if how the game is now. That was a pretty intense battle. That was actually probably one of the more intense battles I've had in a while. But the AI is still pretty dumb. Boom. Took out 3. Mode. That's why I like archers, because archers are a little bit more nimble than crossbowmen. But we're just going to basically circle. We're going to circle. Okay. We did it. We took the region. That was a lot of dead bodies. We lost some men. I don't know if they were good men, but we lost them. All right. So this region has been taken. And now we can fortify and have another little bit of a buffer, and we can start building up that town. Everything here is pretty much tier 3. Just a couple of houses. Everybody's got booze. We got a good thing going. We have all the food we need. Yeah, everything's great. Perfect. Oh man, that was a bit of a doozy there. But everybody seems to have made it. Yeah, we lost quite a few men. I'm not happy. Yeah, we didn't lose 2. We lost mainly these guys, but we can replenish those losses pretty good. So what I think I'm going to do is get rid of the spears. And we're just going to get another polearm. And we'll purchase those and we'll get those units in. Let's make sure that... Oh, we didn't lose too much of our retinue. We don't even have these guys armored up. I'm going to get a few of them armored up, but I need to leave some money behind in case I need to hire mercs again. The thing about the AI is sometimes they'll like attack you pretty much instantly again. But yeah, we'll be good. We'll be fine. I'm going to do a fuel stockpile on this guy. Oof. That was rough. All right. So this will be the next live stream. We'll be building out this area and trying to build up our army a bit more. We're gonna rush for a manor in here so that I can get another retinue. That way we can just continue to do bowmen, because bowmen are just really, really easy. I prefer just to use the retinue for my melee units. Personal preference. But yeah, we're doing great. We have What's crazy though is like I don't know if they're gonna alter firewood, because I have one guy doing firewood, and it's like used to be I had to have 6, and now I can get away with 1. So that the game has changed quite a bit in regards to how good firewood cutters are. All right, we're gonna draw these guys back to 1 before I forget. Well, we don't need as much. We actually don't need as much logs, period, anymore, because everything is tier 3. Except for this gentleman here, the bowyer shop. Okay, I think we're doing good. Everything is tier 3. All right, so that means I can start going back over on the apiaries. We're gonna so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be sufficient to get us enough honey. And the apples should start coming in now that we have all these trees. So everything should be good. But thank you guys for watching. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna take the hill. You can oh, you're one last question. Yeah, you're asking if you can make the armor. Yeah, you can. You can make the armor, but it costs 14 if you buy it. If you make the armor, it costs 14 to buy that armor locally, or you can just pay the 14 and import it and all that. I personally don't. I personally just pay the cost. But yeah, keep in mind, I don't do this too much, but you can change how they look. Mainly, I don't do it because when you're streaming, I don't think anyone wants to watch me decorate my men for 30 minutes. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in this game like that. But have a good day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.